You know, Wayne Gretzky always said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. It's no wonder they call him the Great One. What do you think about that, Matt? Matt? Whoop, and that's the quote of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for is finally here. The Tech Bar, featuring OG Sean, featuring Powerhouse Ray, and this week we brought the mastermind behind MVP Growth Fest, Matt of AudIT Aging. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, grab your drinks. And let's get right into the show.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to I don't even know what episode we're on of the Tech. This is the loudest, the most ridiculous, and the baldest episode on the entire internet. Joined as always by my compadre. What's up, Mr. OG Sean? How you doing, brother?
Oh my Lord. I'm doing fantastic. I'm just wondering where Simon got those clothes and how a kid from Colombia with the last name Escobar tried to sound like Forrest Gump from like Pudong, America.
Was that what he was trying to do? I didn't recognize the accent. I thought he was having a stroke. I didn't know where he was going.
I mean, he sounded like somebody from Michigan. That doesn't sound right.
Actually, speaking of Michigan, we have the other Dan, the not Michigan Dan, with us tonight, right?
We have lots going on today.
Did I confuse you? You looked really confused right now.
I am very
Simon,
confused.
does Sean not know what's going on? Simon? Okay, good. So anyway, so what's up in your life, man? What's new and wonderful in the world of Sean in Pittsburgh?
Oh, well, I found out last weekend that we'll be having our second granddaughter. So it's going to be.
That's like 19 women in your family?
Apparently there'll be no men ever, and the ones that come will probably run. So we're going to be having Willow 2021 coming this year in a theater near you. So that's exciting stuff. However, that's really, I mean, I'm old. It's starting to get really old and it's hot. It's 100 degrees in my room. Beautiful weather.
He was complaining how hot it was earlier. And we're joined not only by our special guests, but we also have, I like to call it the 12th man, right? We have our wonderful audience, our adoring family out there in Facebook and YouTube land. And I want to point out that I will be a great grandpa again. I want to point out that Eric Smith, and congratulations, Eric, for moving into your new office. Congratulations. Mm-hmm. I tell him and Clay, guys, you need to be on. Attendance is mandatory. He responds immediately with this picture saying pre-gaming, getting ready right now. If that's not dedication, I don't know what is.
Dedication to what exactly? Dedication to the show or drinking?
We don't qualify and we don't judge. We just accept and drink. All right.
I just want to make sure I understood what we were referring to.
I got you. So on to accepting and drinking. We have some esteemed guests today. Simon, who do we have on? Good talk. So actually, Simon, yes, no, for real. Who do we have with us today?
All right, so today we have powerhouses from the Kaseya team. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Matt Solomon and Dan Tomaszewski. Tomaszewski?
You Tomaszewski. You got it pretty good. Yeah, you got it right on.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
I wasn't going to say
Tomaszewski, is that what we're going with?
We're going with that, yeah. Just like
because
there's two of them.
The other Dan, I don't know if you know this, but the other Dan, who I've tagged you by mistake several times in the Facebook group, the other Dan, I don't know. Are you guys related at all, first of all?
No, dude, it's a pretty weird story, but
and you're both in one's in wait, you're in Michigan.
Correct. We're both in Michigan.
You're both in Michigan.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
We both lived on the same street at one point. We both had an MSP. I get his messages. He gets my messages. People think we're the same person, so it's constantly the debate.
Your dads have the same first name too.
Our dads have the same.
Right? Yeah, I was gonna say, I hate to tell you guys are related.
Maybe, your mother should be talking about something here.
That may be like my brother and my neighbor have the same parents. Like, wait a minute, Are they related to Kevin Bacon? They are Kevin Bacon. So at this point, so the other Dan, right? The other Dan of the same name lived on the same street, but with different parents. Whatchamacallit? I remember his name by saying Dan Tomaszewski with the appropriate jet ski. So you're Chefski, like a chef hat?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Like the Swedish chef. So like,
oh, gee, that's on YouTube now. So anyway, and the venerable Matt Solomon, how you doing, brother? How's everything going?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to be here. This is a fun time. I was a guest for a couple minutes last week, I think it was, or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Excited to get some more time on the show, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot more time.
Yeah, Danny brings up a good point. Look at that. Danny's saying not hi everybody. He put another family reunion. I missed. I got the wrong one. But yeah, he said another family reunion. Yes, we took shots before the show. You were there.
You can't handle that. If you want to slow down,
sir?
I mean, at your age, I understand.
Sir?
Slow down. It's okay.
Everybody, so if we notice the left side of the screen,
episode for that. You're outnumbered.
Okay, we have the left side of the screen with the haired gentleman, and the right side of the screen with the bald gentleman.
With the good-looking guys. I agree.
Yeah,
I can't argue that. I can't.
I mean, look, like Matt has a perfect beard. Look how the gray and the dark, like really, he's like Wolfman Jack in a way, but better.
He's like the Just for Men commercial, but that like already looks good previous, and then he goes black anyway. Like he's like fully like.
So I'm like the before. I'm like the before, and then he's like Just for Men using it at that point because
you remember the commercial. This is your brain on drugs.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, Simon, what
eggs and bacon? That shit is good.
Right? Did that make anybody else hungry? Like they're frying eggs and bacon. You're like, the fuck? I'm in. Yes. I thought like that did not turn me off.
I thought it was like a Perkins or a Denny's commercial every time I saw it. I was like going to get breakfast. Apparently, I was wrong.
So, I think we're already off the rails. And I think we need to get back on track. Simon, help us out. Thank you. So I think we're going to go ahead and introduce what we're drinking tonight. Is that what Simon? I see Simon doing this.
Yes. So Matt, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you'll be having tonight?
So, I went in a different direction. I'm sure that most people go because I'm going vodka. And a friend in the channel actually gave me this really nice bottle, Beluga vodka. It's actually the first time I've ever had it. It's called Beluga Golden Line. It's definitely, at least from what I can tell, a higher level type of vodka. And I just last second kind of scrambled and ended up getting mixing it with kombucha, actually, like a peach kombucha. It's actually really quite delicious, actually. I know, Sean.
You're being like healthy?
I guess so.
I'm very confused.
I gotta get road. I gotta get road ready. Like when we start getting back on the road.
Oh, you're getting into your bikini form. I got you.
I'm like, so that's what the vodka's for. I thought to get ready for the
road. All right, so Dan, tell me you're not doing like kombucha and you're not doing like yoga in the middle of your drinking. What are you drinking today, dude?
Well, by looking at me, do I look like I do yoga?
Fuck yeah, I appreciate you.
Yeah, actually, more like a hot yoga guy or like goat yoga. One of those two, maybe.
I was going to say,
Sean, stop betting on our guests. Leave that for the after show.
I'm going with Tito's and lemonade, guys. That's the golf drink. That's what bowling and golf drink for me. It's always been the staple, so I just stick with it.
That's actually, I like the lemonade piece to it. I like Tito's too, though.
So you're fine with lemonade, but not peach kombucha.
No, that makes no sense. Lemonade is not healthy. It's not. I don't think he said squeeze natural Myers lemons into a glass.
There's nothing.
And no sugar additive. I'm pretty sure it's like the shit from the store. That, yeah. Dan looks like he's a trooper. I'm just saying, like he's one of us.
Fair enough.
I appreciate that. So today, this is Sean's drink. Simon.
Oh yeah, it's
help
my
us
drink.
out here, man.
I'll go next. I'm drinking this Legion stuff. It's a bourbon. Never had it before. I was like, hell yeah. It sounded like a cool name. Like I thought Legion. I was like, oh, Legion. Like I'm, kind of like Matt getting ready for the road. Yeah. Like me ready for the road, my Legion. We're going to go jack shit up. But yeah, it's a bourbon. And I'm not a big bourbon person normally, but this has been pretty good so far. I tasted it earlier today to make sure it was safe. And it's safe. We're good. Just so you know, a couple times I tasted it, like 5 or 6 times.
Like 5 or yeah. Sean's a prima donna. If you guys don't know, Sean, to the absolute last minute, he's doing his hair, he's brushing his beard, he's doing stuff. Just saying.
That's not true. That's not true. I'm not brushing my beard at the last minute. I do it on the show.
So, and then I am drinking High West whiskey, American Prairie bourbon. Just because why not? My bourbon club says it's good, so I'm hitting it up today. So yeah, and it's got some awards that are fuzzy and some 93 Polish thing, Ultimate Spirits Challenge. Yeah, let's go with that.
It won a Polish thing?
I don't know. I didn't read that. Could you read that?
Dan's all excited because it came from his country all of a sudden. He's like, "Oh, it's a ski. I got it. Love this."
I did it for Dan. It's recommended by 9 out of 10 Tomaszewskis.
And they're all in the same street and not related to each other. Are you sure you're not Mormon? Maybe you're Mormon. Like, was there like multiple houses with big fences in front connecting all the houses, so you really couldn't tell that they were actually all one family?
Actually, speaking of, I could use some help because I'm doing this thing that's like, it looks a little like Farmville on my phone, and I'm having some problem with my cows. We'll talk about it later. Anyway, so believe it or not, this is not just absolute nonsense. There's actual rules to this. And normally we like to have our guests read the rules to our audience. So we set the pace for everybody. Simon, if you could. That was pretty cool.
Magic. It's very small and it's in white. We're gonna have to work on this at some point to make the font bigger.
Yeah, I put that in Teams like 10 minutes ago. Yeah. So we'll go with Dan first. Can you give us the first 3 rules, Dan, please?
Sure. The bartenders are always right. No politics or religion at the bar. And if you hear these words, you drink. Namaste. Unprecedented. The new norm.
All our favorite words.
I love that. That had like some bass to it. That had some like announcer, like, ladies and gentlemen, number 1 we have. So Matt, you got to step it up, dude. He set the bar.
Yeah, you and your beard.
Yeah. So number 4, sports. I already messed it up. Sports are on 24/7, which is fitting with the event we're going to be talking about. What happens at the bar stays at the bar, and if the bartender is wrong, see rule number 1.
So, and actually, we will. I want to do something a little off the cuff here. There is an event that we are shouting off to the rooftops, hitting awesome numbers. We are obviously sponsoring it. It's being hosted by AudIT Agent. Simon, could you get that off the screen for a second? Because he kind of just completely shit-bombed what I was about to do.
And nobody can see Simon holding his head already. It's already started. You can see him in the green room. There he is. Yeah.
I was going to say the first 3 people that can tell us what event it's for, we're going to give some free swag to. Maybe Sean wants to show what swag we're going to give out today.
These awesome Tech Bar T-shirts.
Did you just grab your nipples?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't, Ray. It was like when you separate the bag, you got to lick it to like get it. No.
Yeah. So first 3 people that can tell us in chat what event this is for, and we'll pretend you didn't see what Simon just put on the screen. We will send you some coupons for free swag. The catch is you need to register within 24 hours to the event to qualify for the swag. But go ahead and put in the chat if you know what it is. We'll keep it quiet for a second. So while we're waiting for that, we have our toast as always. That Sean's not waiting for at all.
That's the booze part. The booze is for. It's hot in here. I'm trying to stay hydrated. Get ready for the road.
Please keep on all your clothes. So I'm going to raise up my glass. Let's raise our glasses, lift them high, and drain them dry to the guy who says, "My turn to buy." That's a swell guy right there. Namaste, my friends.
Still looking for that guy.
Well, Ray, since no one's chimed in yet, what it's telling me is that all of these people need to register for the event, because if they've registered, they would have known.
That's a little bonkers, right? So
yeah, it's odd.
Why don't we talk for a second about this awesome event that we're that you guys are putting on?
Well, can I say the name now, or do I?
Right, you told me to set up a competition, and it's like first rule of Fight Club. Don't talk about Fight Club. Like,
and here's the thing. I can see 3 people in the chat that I know for a fact are registered. So
they're not saying shit. Look, Keith, I am registered. Yeah, Keith, you are. It's like you also say you're my father, so I don't believe that now too.
Yeah. So Matt, you wanna bring up what's going on here?
Yeah, so we've got it's called MVP Growth Fest. It's the second year we've done this. Last year we had Magic Johnson as our keynote, and we had to step up our game for this year, and we got Wayne Gretzky, the great one. So there's a ton of excitement around this. We've got it feels like the whole channel is involved in this event. So we've got 4 panels, real MSP All-Stars. Ray, you're going to be on one of those panels. So it's really a complete thought leadership event. But coupled,
I recognize that guy right there.
Yeah, there you go. Dan's going to be there. He's going to be doing some power play reporting from the sidelines. So we've got what's also unique, actually. The moderators that we have are people from the MSP space, including actual MSPs themselves. So I think it's going to lend itself to asking the right questions that MSPs want to hear. And then, of course, we've got all of the vendors. And what's really neat of the 14 people speaking, there's going to be 10 CEO founders. So this is kind of a who's who in the industry. And one of the really neat things that we've done, we're not profiting $1 from this event. We decided to take every dollar that was put together with the sponsors and give it back to the community. So there's a lot of giveaways, and you have to be there live to win these because the prizes are just too good to just register. You actually have to attend. So with each panel, it keeps scaling up where it starts at 250, goes up to 2,000. And then at the end, we're going to also offer 6 signed pieces of Wayne Gretzky memorabilia. So it's just a really unique event, and we're just super excited about it. I think we're right around 1,350 registrations right now. So we kind of feel like the whole, obviously not the whole community, but really a ton of the MSP community is going to be there.
Thank you. We appreciate you registering. Actually, I know for a fact you were already on there because I saw you earlier.
Yeah. And actually, Ray, I'm going to, go ahead, Sean.
I was say this is your second one. What was the reason why you guys even started this in the first place?
I mean, it really was a result of COVID. I was just trying to think of how can I get in front of other MSPs and when we're all doing virtual events, and really it wasn't just how do I get in front of them, how can I do an event that's not going to be the same as everybody, because I saw the writing on the wall almost immediately. I was like, God, we're all going to be doing these webinars. It's going to get really tiresome quickly. And honestly, I came up with the idea of interviewing Magic Johnson. He was a childhood hero of mine, and within 2 days I ended up having 12 sponsors and Magic Johnson covered as far as a fee. I mean, it was like 48 hours later, I put it together, and it just
that's amazing.
Off. Yeah,
I'm kind of disappointed because I love Magic Johnson also. He's actually the reason why I started. Well, I don't watch NBA anymore because it's not the same. Everybody shoots 3-pointers now, but before they didn't all shoot 3-pointers. And Magic Johnson and Kareem, and that team was phenomenal. And yeah, I saw him speak at an event, and he's actually a great speaker.
Yeah,
that's why we did step up. When he said step up to Wayne Gretzky, I was like,
No, I know. You gotta sell. I get it.
I get it. He is.
Magic's a tough act to follow because he's not only was he one of the best basketball players ever. I mean, he's one of the he's an incredible businessman, and not everybody knew the real story behind that because people just think, oh, he was a basketball player. But you start really listening to the stories, and it's his amazing stories.
His story a lot of Starbucks was
I mean, he just he had the foresight, So, but obviously, and I didn't grow up a huge hockey guy, but the more I read about Wayne Gretzky, I mean, it's just unbelievable how I'm sure I'll get some people who argue who's the best hockey player of all time, but his stats, it's just so ridiculously above everybody else, and the one that just stands above it all, really. And there's so many, but if you remove every single
next year to one up, you're going to have Babe Ruth.
Yeah,
we're going to exhume him. And we're going to
you're going to stay on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hey, if you can do it with Tupac, why not?
Yeah. If you remove every single goal he scored, he still is leading. He still leads the NHL in points total, with assists. So it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, he's no Mario Lemieux, but he's okay.
Yeah, see, yeah, I forgot you're a Pittsburgh guy. And actually, no, I mean, to his credit, he's very humble. I mean, he tells people that Mario Lemieux was a better scorer. Now, whether that's actually true, I don't know, but
Well,
so
it is in per game scoring, yes, because Lemieux had so many years gone for cancer, he didn't play the same length of career.
Yeah.
He was definitely Lemieux was a better scorer, but Lemieux was horrible with defense, but so was Gretzky.
Yeah, I mean that's where like I see somebody put Bobby Orr. That's where you get the arguments because of the two-way player versus Gretzky being a one-way. But
and also the rules are different today than they were then too. It was easier for scoring back then because you could cherry pick.
Yeah,
and Gretzky did cherry pick. Yeah,
and one other thing, and I'm going to put it in because I actually have the chat over here. I did a thing on LinkedIn today, and it's actually an opportunity for people to win a $500 drawing. We're doing it live on LinkedIn tomorrow, and it's all related to the event. Basically, in order to get entries for the $500 drawing, all you have to do is like my post. If you get one entry. If you comment on my post, you get 2 additional entries. If you share the post, you get 5 entries. And if you registered, you get 10 entries. And if you've already registered, just put in the comments that you've registered. We'll verify it. But basically, you'll end up with 13 entries just for that. So I put it at.
So how many entries can I get? Because I just got confused.
You can get up to 18.
That's called Carmen Core math. It's 1 triangle, 4 triangles minus 3 bananas.
No. We're gonna get Marnie from Life Cycle here because she told me that the L like this is a 3, and then if you go like this, and then
don't get her all fired up, man. Don't get. Then Marnie's gonna lecture us again, and she gets that mom teacher voice, and it's very intimidating.
Yeah.
All right. No, she is terrifying. She's absolutely terrifying. So I want to bring up real quick. If you register under the link that's down below for the Growth Fest, we will be picking a name Monday from those registrants. So you can submit it. You can ask Wayne Gretzky, the great one, a question live, which is awesome. And I've already verified Sean can't win. So, your chances are already better.
I just don't understand.
And there may be or may not be points for having a beard. You're not sure.
This is the worst show I've ever been on. I don't want to be on it. I don't understand. I've never won anything on this freaking show. I lose like spelling bees and stuff.
Imagine doing math after they start drinking. Sadly, before drinking is even worse. After drinking, he becomes like Rain Man. He starts counting potatoes off using his. I don't know. Anyway, I think these are unprecedented times. I think we owe our audience a little salute.
Sure. That bourbon is
all
so
right,
good.
Get us back on track, man. What's going on? What the hell are you doing? I see you waving in traffic. Like, what are you doing?
So we actually have a plan. We have a toast on the show that we'd like to start the show with.
We did the toast.
You missed it.
Oh man, Simon, come on.
What are you doing?
Oh, okay. We need to start a program.
Embarrassing. I can't work with this lack of professionalism. Bye.
Actually, Sean, can you do me a favor? Sean, can you go downstairs and see if there's anybody downstairs that could help us out?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know what? Yeah.
I think
I appreciate you, man.
I think Simon needs to do some yoga and get some namaste up.
Right? Oh, my man. All right. There we go. All right. I see Sean coming back. Here we go. Hey, Sean, what's up, dude? How you doing?
I missed you guys.
I missed you too, man. So your background's a little bit different. Simon, what the hell's going on?
Quick change.
Simon, what the hell's going on?
What? That's all.
Good talk, man. Good talk.
Junior?
What the hell is he doing? Is he getting changed? Okay, now we'll take him off again. No. What is he doing? So this is not Sean. This is but this is also Feller. Wait, I think we need to adjust this because I think we need haired individuals on the left and
Matt has too much hair, actually.
I know. I should have shaved.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Can I just start off by saying namaste?
There you go.
Yeah, you can.
And I'm back for that.
Oh,
yeah, this is Sean Laurie, lived down the street in Pittsburgh, no relation on the exact same street. Somehow same dad names,
completely different parents, completely different. Yeah,
just
so
weird.
unlike, okay, so hold on. I think you're full of shit because I heard you guys grew up in the same household as stepbrothers, and we have photographic evidence of this. Simon,
Wow,
can you show the audience what we're talking about here? There you go. So,
I love that movie.
That is great.
I mean,
that
was the younger days when we actually had hair, and like mom used to make us fix it. And obviously our parents have like really thick curly hair, fro like, and we're not really we didn't follow suit.
So we have a stat here. Glenn from Mighty Manatee in Central Florida says, industry fact: 3 out of 5 professionals will suffer hair loss. And I can guarantee you that 10 out of 10 CEOs will buy hats that are branded so you can't see the crown in the back that's missing. So I'm just saying. So, and we have here, Sandy, which one are you wearing, dude? Oh, I know it's not down with OIT. You're wearing the Tech Bar shirt? That's freaking awesome. I love that.
Yeah, it's about time, Sandy. I didn't see a picture anywhere, but thanks for not sharing.
Yeah, it doesn't count. We send out so much swag and nobody puts pictures online. I think that needs to be corrected.
Just letting you all know. Everybody's on notice.
Andy thinks you were doing something else at the window, something he may or may not have done in a dresser at some point in time.
I was not. It's too light out.
Oh, then that doesn't count, Sandy. You know what, Sandy? If you're not going to wear the we never sent it. Simon, what the hell, man?
No, I think he.
Oh, it's so fucking stupid. I swear to God. Can we have a drink just because?
Yeah. To cope.
All right, I'm going to quiz you, Mike. Give me one of the 3 words. It's not namaste.
The new norm.
Fuck yes.
I like that. That was a lot of fun. It was like having Dan and Matt read it. I felt like I was at a Passover Seder. I was waiting for my chance to do the.
Mike, did you have to read the 4 questions this year?
Not this year, man. I'm not the youngest anymore.
We have a bit later that we're going to spin Simon like a dreidel. It's really freaking awesome. It's right, Simon? Exactly. So why not? Okay, so there's a handful of toys that are equally annoying to parents but fun as shit as a kid. Dreidel is one of them because it makes noise when it falls, right? You have the cup with the ball. I got one in Mexico, right? That you flip and it has the ball that goes in the cup, but it makes a shit ton of noise. And then you have the clapper that you go like this and it goes and it drives parents nuts. All 3 of them are awesome as children. I'm just fucking saying. All right, Simon, are you back? We have an accusation. He says no. We have an accusation, sir, saying you never sent Sandy his apparel. What's going on?
So Canada has really bad restrictions when it comes to shipping. It's been shipping for the past month. So
okay, one of our dais today is up north.
Yeah,
so you're gonna use that same excuse for him?
That was a great segue.
Possibly.
Nice, right? You like that?
That was a great segue. Should we just? I don't know if he's ready though. But we heard that everybody's trying to come from Canada to the U.S. but can't get in. But apparently, we can't get shit to the U.S. or to Canada. So I don't know. With that being said, I guess. We already trained right.
We can't bring Canada to the U.S., but I think we proved we can. We can bring it to the fucking Tech Bar, right?
Yeah, might as well just bring him up now. To hell with it.
I like that as he was in the green room. I like that as Miles is in the green room, we're going to bring him on. He's already drinking. He's like, fuck yeah.
So you guys mentioned postal service. Matt, this amazing good friend of mine, he ordered me a pair of headphones. I waited 7 weeks to get them. They arrived yesterday. So it's true. It is true. Simon is not lying.
That's awesome. What's up, Geraldo? Nice to see you, man.
Why is it so damn long?
It's actually it's one of those weird things. Most Americans don't know this, but when it gets to the border, we only have so many polar bears that can run around. And so I'll grab the package, right? And if they're already delivering other stuff, there's no polar bears. It's simple math.
Well, because they all work for Coca-Cola, right? And they're all busy at Christmas and they get tired. I get it. No, like real talk. We were shipping stuff. We have one of our guys, John, and he's in the chat. He's Delphi in the chat. He lives in Canada and somewhere. I imagine somewhere between Poutine and.
I know John.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Yeah. That one guy. He's like Dan from across the street. So we shipped him some gear when he came on the team, and it took like a month and a half, 2 months to get to him. It was some freaking ridiculous. It's pretty fucked up. Keith is asking if we know anybody in the shipping business. We have somebody that is from Colombia the no shipping from Colombia, but it's a different kind of product. I don't want to name names. Ming.
What?
So
I mean, his last name's Escobar. I'm not saying anything, but anyway,
we're not saying names, but you just said a name. So anyway, Miles, you want to introduce yourself, sir? Since to anybody that doesn't know who you are.
Sure. I don't think I've ever been called sir before, but I'll take that. I like that, Ray.
First and last time, man.
You should say sorry. You should say sorry, Ray, so you feels comfortable about
Sorry. So I started off professional in the very beginning, so that I can apologize later on for everything that will come. So there you go.
All right. Miles Walker, channel development manager for Graphus, which is it's not Kaseya's newest acquisition anymore, which it was awesome. I could say its newest acquisition, second newest acquisition now. So there you go.
Well, that's embarrassing, Miles.
That's like middle child, right? Like, does that count anymore?
Yeah.
Is that like?
That's like being. That's like, which Dan are you in Michigan? That's kind of like that. And there's like one, there's a favorite, one there's not.
So there's that. I gotta ask Mike, because like that's that moment in like who's your favorite, and like the youngest is the favorite, and then when there's a new youngest, you're like, Graphus who? What? So
Mike's always the favorite in our family. Mike's the favorite. See,
because he has good looks, those Pittsburgh good looks.
He actually he was emailing me. I was like, what shirt are you going to wear today, man? He goes, I said something that's kind of ugly if you have it. He goes, well, I'm ugly, so that's enough. I said,
Aww.
I was like, it's like Wonder Twins, shape of ugly.
There you go. I started. Our other Canadian. I started. Our other Canadian calling you Sir Miles.
I like that.
I love that.
Miles, maybe you should just start introducing yourself as Sir Miles I guarantee it'll catch on.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a little gem here, which you probably will use against me, but I'm gonna do it.
We will.
So, sure. So my name is Miles Walker, and my father's name is Miles Walker, and my great grandfather's name is Miles Walker, and we did their family tree, and I'm the 9th. So when people see that, they're like, yeah, I'm like, no, it's legit. So a lot of my old clients would just call me the 9th. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. It's kind of cool. So there you go.
That's way cooler than being like you're walking miles. I've
heard that one. Or you're thinking about like your name goes on for ages, or I'll go the extra mile. I think Matt used that one earlier today. If you're trans,
how are you just making shit up?
Do you ever say like I would walk 500 miles to deliver service? Like, no, okay, that's just. You know what? Namaste. That's all I'm saying. My jokes don't have to be the best. I can drink.
I've been at a wedding before when 500 miles comes on, and the whole crowd points at me when the word miles comes in. You feel pretty cool. Yeah,
that's pretty freaking dope. So I was told that you were the man that would come here, and you were the man of 1,000 stories. Is that correct? Am I correct in that assertion, Simon? Thank you.
True.
So you have not disappointed so far. You're on for 10 seconds, and you already have a story. I love it. That's awesome.
Whether it's true or not, it's irrelevant. It's just a good story.
There you go.
With enough liquor, the stories don't have to be good. We've proven that 1,000 times.
Yeah, people watch us and we have bad stories, we have bad jokes, and it's not. At the end of this, over 2,000 people will view this. Just so we're clear, guys. Over 2,000. So we have no reason why.
And if I can give you just a small bit of advice, I have no idea what you just said. What?
But you were like chopping the shit out of
my order again. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Yeah, Miles, why don't you use the damn headset that I bought you?
It might have taken 7 weeks to get
it's still on the way, dude.
It arrived.
It's 5 miles away.
I said 2,000. That means half of Canada will see this.
What headset is it?
No, you don't even have it charged.
Oh my god! You got it yesterday.
Not enough time. Well, in Canada,
the
pull over in, plug it in. It's a problem. This is a problem. Look, we're having technical difficulties. Yeah. The man with a million stories can't even be heard.
No preparation. It's not like we were on at 6:15. Not me, but it's not like we were on at 6:15, like getting prepared for this at all. It's like, he could have been putting his headset on. He was drinking.
You did all the right stuff. Miles, you did all the right stuff, Sir Miles. You start drinking.
Can
You
you
start
hear?
chopping midair. Shit's going well.
Well, I
All
actually
right,
had a
who
story
knows sign
about
language?
I like the disappointed look on Mike's face. He's like, "Man, Miles, you suck, dude."
Don't worry about it. We don't have like a whole like show like catalog we're ready to do. Like we can wait for you, bro. Let's make it as awkward as possible.
Why don't you charge your headset? We'll wait.
Oh my god, fucking train wreck. I'm not even really drunk yet, so I better start doing this so I can really understand what's going on. So namaste.
Namaste. There we go.
New norm.
And then Mike calls over a second drink. Oh, there
We
you
can
go.
wait.
Oh my god, yeah, I just like that Mike was like, "Fuck it, we're gonna do the trifecta. Everybody's gonna get hammered."
Actually, why don't we raise a glass for Trebek? Why don't you know?
I'll raise a glass for just about anything.
That's what I was gonna say. Is there really a reason?
Are we just are we just mentioning random Canadians and then we're just drinking?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's do that. Like we can
Michael
talk
J.
about this hard
Fox.
part.
Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Ryan
If you say him
Reynolds.
three, he's not like Candyman. You can't say him 3 times and he appears. It's not how that shit works.
Actually, it's not a bad game. Name some random Canadians.
You said you wanted a story. Who said someone mentioned Ryan Reynolds? Does anyone
Yeah.
know does anyone know what his first TV show was?
Some Canadian show, which
Yes, well done. Nailed it.
What is it? What was it? Some Canadian show?
It is the worst TV show of all time. It's called Hillside. It's like a bad version of like Saved by the Bell. But
Saved by the Bell wasn't. There wasn't a good version of Saved by the Bell, so we're clear.
Wow.
No,
wow.
bullshit.
Come on.
Saved by the
Come
Bell
on.
was a great fucking show.
Yeah,
when you wake
come
up in the
on.
morning and no, you're that you can shut the hell up. That was a good show.
Oh my god.
But actually, I think we found the new game. Name
Rest in
that
peace-
Canadian.
Rest in peace, Screech. By the way, come on.
Yeah, right. Freaking
Right.
Dustin Diamond. Seriously.
I
So
mean, he has a
okay,
huge
so
impact on the world as he got older. Let me tell you, we were all disappointed by his loss. I mean,
you know he had a sex toy made out of like molded out of his dong. Did you know that?
like I said,
not only did I not know
I
that, I
swear
did
to
not
God.
know that.
he will live
Like
forever.
a baby's arm holding an apple. Yeah.
Dan, it's so uncomfortable. I love it.
So we'll go to Dan because Mike already named one. So Dan, give us a famous Canadian off the top of your head. If you don't know one, you got to drink.
Wayne Gretzky.
Oh my god.
Oh, cheater.
Fuck.
Boo.
Dude.
Boo.
Boo.
You can't
Oh.
use the 3 that were already named.
You got to give another one, Dan. I can't. Yeah, there you go.
I don't know.
All right.
My friend.
You can't name one famous Canadian.
No, dude.
I mean, I don't blame you, to be honest.
I told
I only have one.
I comes a
Dude.
trip.
All right, Sean. Who do you got, Sean? Who do you got? Who's
I only
your?
have Sidney Crosby because he's a Penguin.
Bro. All right, Matt. Say okay. I'm
Okay,
going to
so
adjust
I'm gonna be
this.
clear.
Hold on.
Well, hold on a second though. I don't play like who's a
Glenn
Canadian.
should have to
like,
drink for knowing this. Glenn,
No,
you
no.
need to drink
So
a
here,
lot.
yeah, no. I think we all need to drink just because there's a Justin Bieber in this world. I'm just saying. And actually, I don't hate Despacito. I'm just
Sure, his
Okay.
mother drinks hard.
I got a Justin Bieber story from Canada.
Of course you do. Hit it. Hit us with it. Hit it.
He's from this town called Cambridge, Ontario, which has the second largest Shakespeare plays in the world or some nonsense that has no relevance to the story. I'm going off track. But
You're
my
doing well, Sir
coworker-
Miles.
Sorry?
You're
Sorry?
doing great. You're doing great. You're doing almost as good as when you couldn't even hear you. You're doing just as good.
So in 2 jobs ago where I worked, the girl who I worked with, she lived in Cambridge, Ontario, and she was a camp counselor. So she actually looked after at this church camp because Bieber's pretty churchy, like he's into religion. And so at this church camp, she was his like minder or whatever you call it. He was like 7, she was like 15. And so on his birthday, she posts the photo with Bieber and his best friend when they were kids. And what does Bieber do? He takes the photo, cuts her out, and then posts it for his 80 million followers.
Wow.
So awesome. So awesome.
That is
Can we raise a glass to Super Douche of the day? Not all Canadians are good.
Yeah. Oh, well.
All right, Matt, you're last,
what?
buddy.
So,
What Canadian? Hold on, I want Matt to be able to call one out. What Canadian do you got?
He's like, I got Google open right now. You can see his screen flickering. So.
I'm not gonna lie, I have Google open too.
Nah, I'm gonna go with my famous Jewish brother, Drake.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
there you go. State Farm guy. Yeah.
That show he was on, didn't you? He was like you were watching Saved by the Bell. You went to whatever he was on, that high school one he was on.
What do you have Saved by the Bell? Mr. Balding, Screech, Slater, Zach, Lisa. Come on, what do you have against Saved by the Bell?
I don't have anything against that. I just don't think it's as good as you're trying to say it is. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm sorry. It's just
you have one guy that ends up on E! Online, one girl that ends up in striptease, one guy that ends up into a freaking sex toy. Like, come on, dude. The other one, Zach Morris ended up on some TV show with like cops or some shit.
A couple shows, and they all.
Well, they're on Saved by the Bell right now. There's like a whole new thing.
Is there really?
Nobody else wants them. They have to go back to Saved by the Bell.
I don't know.
They all flunked. They're all back in high school because they never were in class. It was the most amazing. They'd be one class and they would be cheerleaders. It was the weirdest thing.
So I got this list here because I was absolutely prepared to cheat. So names you missed out on: Jim Carrey, Celine Dion, Ryan Gosling, and so Sean. I know you're a big Notebook fan. William fucking Shatner, dude. The Shatner. Come on. You got Mike Myers.
Also,
you got Pam Anderson. Keanu Reeves, dude, right? And you got Avril Lavigne, because I know we're all, he was just a skater boy. He said, "See you later, boy." I'm not the only one that knows that song. Anyway, so yeah, NYPD Blue. Thank you. I can't remember Zach Morris's name, but yeah, he was on NYPD Blue. There you go. Simon, get us back on track. What are we doing, man?
All right, guys, since we're talking about celebrities, we might as well transition into our first game of the night. We're going to be playing today, Who's the Celebrity? But plot twist, this is the Bald edition because this is the Bald is Beautiful episode. So very simple, the rules for the game. We have several celebrities that we have picked, and we'll give you guys the hint, and you'll be able to judge who the celebrity is by the top of their head. And if you get it wrong, you drink. If you get it right, you don't have to drink.
Do we just throw out answers, or do we have to? Is it one of us, or because I already know the answer? But
yeah, I know the answer. We all know the answer.
Well, right. So do I. But you know what, though? There's a big conspiracy on this, and this is why Simon picked it, because Ray says it's not a Christmas movie, and I say it is. It's one of the best movies ever.
Oh, I
Best
know
Christmas
that.
movie ever.
That's what I said.
Okay, hold on.
Both of them
Okay,
are.
Sean. Nobody asked you. I'm going to go with Matt Solomon because he's the only one that's not screaming like a banshee saying he knows what it is. Matt, you want to proffer your guess?
I will say that this is Bruce Willis.
From the greatest Christmas movie.
Yeah, why do you
ever.
say it's Bruce Willis? Because he was in the best Christmas movie ever. Fucking ever.
Right.
It's not a Christmas movie.
It is a
Because
Christmas
it takes
movie.
place during Christmas doesn't make it a Christmas movie.
Best
a Christmas movie
ever.
requires you to talk about Christmas.
They
like
do
Santa.
talk about Christmas.
No. Christmas needs to be the central theme of the movie.
They talk about it. Actually, partly was because they said everything was shut down because of Christmas. The cops were on like their Christmas break. They actually physically say
Takanumi
that.
Tower is not the central theme of freaking Christmas.
Thank you, Geraldo Rivera. It is. Thank you.
And Brian brings up a very good point. We should just keep drinking. So here's to the new norm.
Because everybody should listen to people from Baltimore. They know what they're talking about.
And we love you too, Eric. We appreciate you, bro.
It's always love.
So this is not creepy at all. Yo, I'm watching you. We love you guys.
I like what you're aware. I like what you're wearing this morning.
I see you. It's the call's coming from upstairs. So,
Can we just point out also Glenn says the same thing. Thank you, Glenn. And Glenn's your boy, Ray.
Did you know? Yeah, no, Glenn's my boy. So did you know in October when we were doing our company movie nights every Wednesday, Glenn was the only outside person we allowed to join our company movie nights? He's freaking, and he joined. He was fucking awesome. I'm just saying.
He took my place.
And Brian's saying the new norm, so we all got to raise glasses.
I agree.
Raise your glass if you agree that it's not a Christmas movie.
My glass is down. Everybody else's glass was down.
Dan agreed. Dan agreed. Dan agreed with you.
But he's in Michigan. Nothing
Voice
counts
reason.
there.
And can I point out? I thought for a second that was the other Dan Tomaszewski's forehead. I really, because he's got that picture with the enlarged forehead, like as a joke. I thought it was that. Anyway,
well,
I'm not making fun of Bruce Willis because we all know Bruce Willis will kick my ass. So,
you ever see the two Dans together? It's kind of like the movie Twins. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. So who's DeVito?
Yeah, right.
Well, one of them's 6'4", and one of them's not 6'4". So.
Yeah, one's like 5'4".
Okay. We don't. Okay, so I'm going to give a little bit of advice here to everybody on the show. If you haven't seen this before, I can give you this bit of advice. After tonight is done, do not go back and watch the show. You do not want to be held accountable for remembering anything tomorrow. I promise you. And that's exactly what Keith is talking about with the closet. Why are you saying he hid in the closet? He's not gay. He's got like 14 kids. Right?
You were in a closet at one point.
I was in a closet at one point, crying about my dog, and my closet's extremely comfortable. I'm just going to say that right now. Okay. The comment of the night. Yippee-ki-yay, the new norm.
Well, does it count if one of us doesn't?
Danny, you better be drinking as we drink.
What was that, Mike? Does it count if what?
Does it count if one of us doesn't say it? I mean,
we say it out loud,
anyway,
we actually put on the screen, so we say it out loud, so it ends up being said anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, the guest comments, even though they're not on screen, they're absolutely a part of the show, without question.
This is a family affair.
Still learning the rules.
Yeah, and we got Eric saying namaste. We got Juvie saying new norm, bro.
Jay Garcia from Kaseya, or not Kaseya, from
Fortinet, dude. Yeah,
Jay, so you have to forgive Jay. He's a Marine, so he's probably eating a crayon right now. I bet you, and his favorite flavor is red.
I don't even get that reference. I love that line.
And John says we should make a short film about the closet. I'm not against it. My closet was comfy as shit. You can give me shit and say I was so drunk that I fell asleep and sat in the closet and stayed there. But you can acknowledge my closet is comfy as shit. Can you say that about your closet? Probably not.
I don't know that any closet's comfy as shit. Let's be honest. I don't understand.
My closet was comfy as shit. I'm telling you, sitting on the floor, leaning against my clothes, I was comfortable. It was a nice experience.
So to be clear,
I invite
you guys know.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. We have a game to play. Let's go to the next one because I'm not going to go into all that again.
Actually, Jay saying I love you guys. That's correct. So we love you too, Jay. We appreciate you. All right. So we got the first one right. This one goes to Mike, I think. Who's the celebrity? Hint. Close to Simon's height, probably taller. Simon, so you know, is 4'3". Just right, Simon? Exactly. So Oh, I know who this is.
So do I.
That's a tough one.
Come on, Mike.
You guys know?
Come on, Mike. You got this, man. He was in Scrubs. He wears a karate suit, punches you in the balls. He was in Jackass. Oh, Dan, take it for the win, dude. Come on.
Dude, I'm the last person that knows celebrities.
Dude, this is ridiculous.
Scrubs.
Sir Miles, what do you got something? I know Matt's like dying to say it.
Well, you threw me off with your clues, but I think I still know who it is. But
okay, Matt, go ahead, say it.
Well, I thought it was Vern Troyer, but you threw me off with Scrubs. I didn't know he was on Scrubs.
He was in Scrubs, absolutely.
Okay.
I wouldn't even know him.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna do that.
No, this is his brother, Werner Troyer.
Yeah. So we have a brilliant graphic artist who has horrible spelling. So, Simon, you want?
Is this
That is his
this
twin.
Werner Troyer that lives in Colombia? This one? This is that one.
This is that one. This is the guy that, the yayo Vern Troyer. That was. And can okay? So while we're talking about celebrity lookalikes, Is it just me, or does Mike look like Mike from Breaking Bad, the retired cop?
I mean, I can see it.
Have you ever gotten
he'd
that,
have to
Mike?
put on like 50 pounds, but yeah.
You know, I've been teased about being like Walter White, but that was when my beard was not as gray. So never Mike. But I guess as I'm getting
another
older,
Mike,
going from the Walter White to Mike, that would make sense.
Yeah, I just, you know, I'm looking here. I'm like, this is. I'm just saying, I can kind of see that.
Compliment.
No, he's a cool guy. He's a good-looking guy. He's a cool guy, and he's straight badass. I mean, there's absolutely no question. This dude's like, yeah. I'm just saying. I don't know what.
I would be proud of that.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so Grammarly didn't work on PowerPoint. Anyway. Poor Simon's getting shit in the audience saying no time to proofread. Poor Simon. All right, Simon, who do we got next, man?
I got this one. Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now, so all right, Sir Miles, we got our hint is would have a 5-star rating on Uber for his driving skills.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
You like pumped that up and you messed it up.
He set the bar. Like, I live my life 1/4 mile at a time. Like he was ready. He was so excited about that and completely butchered it. All right. Okay. So do you know his name? And I don't mean his stage name. I mean his birth name. No, I'm just fucking with you. Like what?
I mean, I know he was a bouncer in New York at some point. I know.
So actually, so his real name was Mark Sinclair, and that is so. But you still haven't said what his actor name is. What is it?
Vinny.
What?
You keep seeing this.
It's like a large fry. Does Canada not have real internet? I know it does. I'm on video calls with John all day.
Dialing it up.
No, it's this weird thing. Like when Miles talks at the same time as somebody else, you can't. His microphone level goes down. I don't know.
Charges his damn headset.
I know exactly.
If he don't use that headset, he would have had it. But he doesn't have a headset. He just doesn't care.
So it is. He got it right. It is Vin Diesel. But since he sounds like he's taking my order at Jack in the Box, we're all going to take drinks anyway. Cheers, everybody.
Damn, that's horrible.
All right, Sean, brother, this is for you. Previously known in movies for his great hair, now has embraced hair loss and fantastic eyebrows, if I might say so myself.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because we can see one eyebrow.
Yeah, but that's a full eyebrow. Actually, you could see a little bit of the other too. So
why are you always trying to talk about eyebrows with your freaking chiseled out eyebrows with The Rock? Ray is an eyebrow model. You know your hand models?
I know who it is.
I think I do too. Yeah.
Oh my God,
all right, Sean, who do you got, man? You got two people here that say they can steal. So what do you got here?
They're totally lying. They're lying.
Got it.
We got some people in the chat too.
Yep.
John Travolta.
I don't. Should that count if you got Derek and Glenn and Danny freaking calling out who it is?
No, you know what? No, it counts. I said it. Tough shit.
I'm calling bullshit. Everybody drinks anyway.
God, that's bullshit.
I like a game that makes me drink all the time.
Welcome to
you don't know. I went out with Sean, and every time we ordered drinks, it was bring 2 beers and then 3 shots every single time.
3 shots each, so 6 shots each. It was a rough one.
So somebody woke up without socks. All right, who are we at? We're at Matt again, right?
No, somebody woke up without sock. One
sock.
You
did woke up without sock.
I had the other sock on.
Nobody. I mean, I was gonna make a. Anyway, never mind.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, I know. There's even reading the hint. I already can tell who he is.
What the fuck? What the like? I like Matt's like the answer's Jeff Bezos. I'm drinking anyway.
You all suck. Have a good day.
I guess Sean. I mean Simon. You want to call it? There you go. Okay, really that's not a good picture of Jeff Bezos.
Why does I look like? Is he a palsy?
So that's not what he looks like now. So Jeff Bezos now looks like
Yeah.
every fucking picture that Juan puts Sean in for some reason. He always got the cigar. He always looks like he's coming out of a building that
It's
blew up.
me. It's me.
So look at this shit. Look, Jeff Bezos now is freaking jacked. That is not a that's fucking gangster right there. I'm just
he's
saying.
no nonsense now.
Yeah. That's
You're saying I'm not jacked? I'm kind of jacked.
and Sean, that's not a Christmas movie either that Jeff is in. I know you see a bald dude that's kind of muscular walking away from an explosion.
You know what? I beg to disagree. I get a lot of packages from for Christmas, so it's a Christmas movie. This guy makes Christmas for my family. Let's be honest. So it's
the eyebrows gave it away. That's what we're hearing in the chat. The eyebrows gave it away. Brian, I don't know why, but Brian says drink again anyway. So yeah, okay.
I agree,
Namaste. I'll make it official. Yeah. Oh my! This might be a closet night. I'm just saying. So,
it's a problem.
Can we acknowledge that in the chat, Simon saying, "Give me a second, make fun of Miles for his connection" or something? Like,
I've slept in a closet before. I respect that story.
thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so Simon's telling me we need to vamp or stall for time here. So I think it's time for story time with Miles while we're waiting for Simon. Miles, can you give us a story where we can hear all the audio? Do you mind?
Actually,
We might
you're
only
right.
half of it.
His friend is married to a celebrity. So Miles, why don't you share that story?
All right. Well,
Is it a Canadian celebrity or a real celebrity?
Yeah, it's a Canadian. And you guys have mentioned her today already.
Is it Pam Anderson?
Yes.
Holy shit.
So one of my boys from high school, he married her New Year's Eve over on Vancouver Island. And I was supposed to go to a party with them last April, but then COVID hit, so the party got canceled. And I showed Matt, and he has been so ripped in the tabloids. And this guy is a great dude. He's got a building company. And he has been a little bit torched by the tabloids for marrying Pam Anderson.
Wow.
Well, if you marry a woman,
that's cool.
If you marry a woman that's been in a movie that everybody has seen, I'm just saying, like, that's gonna happen. No matter how nice you are, you're gonna get attention, right?
Okay,
like that's gonna happen.
I mean, it's Pamela Anderson.
Because you're mentioning the movie, I was in Victoria, which is our provincial capital, about 5 years ago. And
are you gonna tell us you weren't a porn? Because
I thought we were talking about Barbed Wire, but whatever. Yeah.
I thought we were talking like Baywatch the movie. I'm like,
Barbed Wire, underrated movie. But anyways, back to I was
underrated. Did you say underrated? Oh my god! It's like Saved by the Bell.
Hold on. We need to raise a glass for a second because Tony, my brother Tony, is in the chat, so we got to raise a glass to Tony. I'm just saying.
Ugly looking.
Namaste, my brother.
Yes, Tony.
Cool.
For those that don't know Tony, he's on his second bout with COVID, man. So he's been laid up.
But he's Florida man, so it's not going to kill him. Let's be honest. Anyway, so Miles, you were saying you were in a porn movie with 4 dudes.
I'm in this hotel in Victoria, the only nice hotel in the provincial capital, and I walk down the stairs, and I kid you not, these 5 dudes who looked completely homeless walk by me, and I'm not gonna lie, I was like, what are they doing here? And it was Motley Crue. So I run out after them to see if it was actually Motley Crue, and it was. They hop into a taxi and they leave. And then an hour later, I'm walking through town. I come outside. This is showing how old this is. This was like 2011 or 12. I came out of a DVD store, and I walked outside, and Tommy Lee walked right by me. And I was with a girl at the time there. She was one of like a girl I was seeing at the time. And I'm like, oh my God, there's Tommy. And she's like, go talk to him. You want to. So I ran after him, and we had a big chat. And I told him I was staying in the hotel. And as I shamelessly do, I gave him my business card. And I said, if you want to drink later, first round at the bar on me. He never called, of course, but that's nor here nor there. But
you know what? But you took your shot. Good for you, man.
I went for it. And so he said to me, I said, are you guys are performing tonight? Yeah. And he's like, yeah. And I said, are you happy to be back in Victoria? And he looked at me. He's like, bro, I don't even know if I've ever been to this city before. And I kid you not, Pamela Anderson, his ex-wife, lived 30 minutes up the street. This is the only town you could fly into if you wanted to drive to her house. And he couldn't remember being here. And I'm like, Tommy, you've got to be kidding, right? I'm like, you're kidding me, right? He said, no, what do you mean? I'm like, you don't remember coming here before? And he's like, no. And I'm like, I've seen you here in concert, like at least 3 or 4 years ago. He's like, oh. He's like, I was pretty wasted for a couple of those years, so that's probably why I don't remember. And I was
that's honest as fuck. I love that.
The fact he said these couple of years, not like I had a couple of really rough nights. For these couple of years, I was wasted, so I don't really recall meeting you from 2000.
I was only wasted from like the 90s, the 80s, the 10s, the zeros. Like, but you know what? I respect that you took your shot. Because a great man said you miss 100% of the shots you never take. I don't want to tie it into any episode or anything. Just saying.
That's an arguable quote. An arguable quote.
It is. It's an often misattributed quote. Absolutely. The person who really said it was me. I'm just not mistaken.
You're a wise man.
I am a wise man. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott, Ray Rossini. Just saying.
And Michael Jordan.
Well, and they say it's actually his dad. I think a lot of people say it was his dad who said that quote. Well, it's up for debate apparently. But we'll find out. We'll ask him.
I think we're going to cross the street. That would be my question, honestly.
Oh shit! The other day.
Oh my god!
I think we're crossing the streams right now.
Back to the future. Do not look at each other. Don't look at each other.
Oh my god! Don't! Oh my god! Your brother's here. Your brother, not brother.
Man, I am not bald. I have my crown that's thinning, but I'm 6'1", so it's okay. Most people don't see it. And just because you're in the chat, I will Dan Tomaszewski for you.
Okay.
And Andres Escobar Hoya got it right, saying Michael Scott said it. So there you go.
So your head is really big, Ray. So that's a lot of hairs. I applaud you. Because that's a lot of acreage.
It's not easy. It's not
that's
easy.
A lot of acreage, man. That's a lot.
Keeping track of the beard.
It's a healthy head.
I mean, that's
Thank
not
you.
fair. I mean,
that's what she said. I mean, I don't. Yeah. Anyway, Simon, what's going on, man? Get us back on track. What the hell?
Yeah.
Such a problem.
Wait, what the fuck is
on track?
I see Amelia. I see Dan. Like I see Matt. Like what's going on here?
This was a blooper reel, but I don't think you guys set it up very good. He just started playing it.
Simon, you're doing a great job on this.
Simon, are you drinking? So Simon's having technical difficulties. Simon's putting in chat. He's having trouble with his mouse. Something about like it took 2 months to get to Canada, and then he never unboxed it, never charged it, never plugged. Oh, my bad. That's Miles. Simon's saying something about his mouse. What's going on, Simon? Tell me here.
Just having too many drinks. Too many drinks in the pregame.
Okay. All right. So since you gave us like no like warning whatsoever, like tell us what we're looking at here.
So apparently this isn't the only time that Miles has struggled with his connection. There's a blooper video of the Kaseya that we'd like to display to show you that this isn't the only time that they fucked up.
I really appreciate that Miles is consistent in fucking up. That's amazing, Miles. Thank you.
Actually, I think on this one it's everybody else except for Miles.
Can we clarify? Is it Kaseya or is it Kaseya?
Kaseya.
Kaseya, I told you.
You know what? Kiss my ass.
Don't get angry because you suck at the fucking enunciation of a word. I told you, and you just
you remember what namaste means, right? You remember?
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
But I love you. Not like I love Tony, but I love you. All right, Simon, do your thing, man. Play your shit.
Yeah. This is not just, of course, my fucking screen. Damn it.
He's frozen in time.
God damn it.
It's going to get worse.
It's been a long week, okay? It's been a long week, okay?
Yeah.
Got a rip.
Do I go 3 for 3 and do the same joke again on this one?
Yeah, you got to.
You have to, and you better land it now.
I think it's funnier each time.
I'm just sitting here telling myself, like, don't fuck this up.
and we are bringing. Fuck that! I don't like it. And by the way, I can hear somebody's beeping thing.
That's me. Sorry.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
And we think Simon's bad. Man, these guys suck.
And
It's this audio is off. I cannot believe this thing does.
She's still frozen on my camera.
She's frozen.
what? Oh no.
I love that.
I'm gonna need to make a drink pretty soon.
This is gonna turn into fuck it. We're launching pop-ups. Join us.
We're on to pop up. Be there. We're gonna talk about some good stuff. You don't want to miss it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I brought the entire BD team together, and you caught me off guard with your drink.
I was like, wait a minute, I have one more second.
It wasn't me.
I'm gonna need a drink soon. Yeah.
There. Thank you. And scene.
That's
All right, that was a good one. That was a good one.
end scene. I
love
love it.
that.
You should have done like this.
God.
Like end
Matt, can you give us a live one? Can you give us an and scene?
And scene.
There you go.
What's funny is, we do these videos, and every once in a while we just, we mess up, of course. And the blooper reels. So we put out the actual video, and the blooper reel ends up doing like 3 times the viewership because people just, one, it's funny, but it also people just relate to it because we all mess up when we're doing scripted videos and things like that. So it's been fun to put those out.
I want to talk about that. You put out a ridiculous number of videos, like on a regular basis, like, and take it from the video horror. Like we put out a shit ton of stuff. But like
funny,
every
you put
time I
the-
go on
you put the word
Facebook,
video in front of it. Why are you putting video in front of it? Just say horror.
I'm just saying.
See, it's always the eyebrows. It's always the eyebrows.
Listen, don't judge the eyebrows. All right. So, but like, how much time do you spend? Like, I imagine you have a real job. I looked at LinkedIn; it has some fake title or something. Like, you have a real job, right? Like, but every time I look on Facebook or anywhere social or LinkedIn, you have a freaking video up. How many videos do you do a week?
So our team goal is 2 per week for each individual. So sometimes we combine forces and do them. But yeah, I mean, it's part of our roles. Like we're supposed to be the evangelists for the different, products, and obviously Kaseya at large. And right now, it's hard to be that when you're not on the road. I mean, that was obviously our main role. Prior to COVID, I was at 50 conferences in 2020 or 2019. And so, we're just trying to spread the word. I mean, we really try to put out thought leadership, that videos that MSPs can share to the small business customers, so that it's really relevant for not just an MSP, but also their customer.
That's
So what do you talk
yeah.
about? Like, how do you pick your 2? I mean, because 2 weeks is a lot. First off, like, so
Yeah.
how do you put together?
How
your
long it takes them to make it?
Well, no. So look, a lot of it has to do with what things that are in the news. Dan, his team is all about sales enablement, and his team puts out a lot of materials. So we take content from that. You think about like a benchmark report. A benchmark report. I look at a benchmark report, and I see 20 videos I could do. When you see a top, like Sean, when you see a top 10 list, so let's say top 10 security tips, some people will waste it on one video. I say to my team, why not do 2 parts or do 10 videos? Like do each one. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the way to like make that content stretch out a lot farther.
The content. Well, yeah. Because, and how long are the videos?
I tell the team 90 seconds should be the max, because sometimes we go 2 minutes, but anything over 2 minutes, I don't think people are watching on LinkedIn too much further than. Mike's also been putting out stuff too, right? I mean,
you got to set the expectation, because if you set the expectation that the video is going to be a 5-minute video, nobody's going to watch that second time you put it up. But like, if it's a quick tidbit, like in and out, like you can digest it and move on with your life, I think you're doing it perfectly. It's fantastic.
And subtitles, because not everybody watches, will listen to a video, but people, I noticed myself, I was always looking, if you're at a doctor's office, you can't put the sound on, you're reading the video. And I was like, man, I read a lot of these videos. And so I'm telling you, subtitles are important.
Other Michigan Dan, who may or may not be related.
Not related to the other Dan with the exact same last name.
Not related to the other Dan.
I live in the same street, 2 houses down. And
yeah. Also bald, right?
Not related, right? Yep.
Yeah.
So, actually, I mean, I want to say we actually put together a video too. We do the same thing, Matt. So we put
Very
a lot
classic.
of effort into
Very
these
classic.
videos, and so here we are.
Let's ponder together. All right. Let's ponder together. All right.
Is that a Colombian leprechaun?
So that was Simon coming to Pittsburgh from Miami for a minute. Like he only showed up like hours before, and I'm like, okay. And it was it was our St. Patrick's episode. I'm like, we're gonna make a video. And he's like, what are we gonna do? And I had all this leprechaun outfit for him. And I made him walk down the center street as a leprechaun. Like everybody that I like, everybody that knows me sees him, and they're like, they just look and they just shake their head. They're like, it's kind of like the look that Mike gave before when everything was all jacked up, and he was just like, it's like that disappointed father look, right? Like every single person, even they didn't know me, did. And that's like the center of my city where I live in like Pittsburgh proper, right outside of the city of Pittsburgh, and like there's tons of traffic, tons of cars, tons of everything, and they all just watched us. They were just like, what's going like? And so and just so you guys don't know this because you don't know my lifestyle. So my house is right here where I am.
There's been some question that Simon flew from Miami in full elf costume or full leprechaun costume.
He would have done that, to be honest. Simon is like a trooper, dude. Simon
We say, Simon, can you dress like an elf? Okay. Simon, can you dress like a leprechaun? Okay. Like most people, you say, hey, we're going to buy you a leprechaun costume. What's your size? There are several questions before you get that answer. Simon's like, no, I'm a size, child's extra small. And like, we just buy it and we move on with life.
Is that what it is? You just move on, suck it up. You'll never get to ride any rides at any no amusement park because you're like 3 foot tall. But it got so bad. Like my family we walked past my mother's house and she doesn't even know who Simon is. And all she kept saying is, where's the little guy? That's all she kept saying the whole time. It's sad. Anyway.
Oh, we got Nikki in the audience. Oh. Actually, Nikki who made me this wonderful product that Sean tried to take credit for. I'm just saying.
Idea. Nikki's my girlfriend, everybody. She's actually pretty good at this shit. Like she has great witty comments. Yeah, our future doesn't look bright.
She should be the host of Tech Bar, like not us, like without question.
I'm good with that. You know what, Nikki, get on now. I'm going to get off and go sit down and finish my cigar in peace.
Should that be the new norm?
Yes.
Oh,
nice.
Ooh.
That was very slick, Matt.
That was smooth. That was.
He got his refill and he's like, "Nah, I can tell my drink."
I'm going to go as far as to say that was unprecedented. That was
fair enough.
Yes.
Namaste, bitches.
Fuck yes. I gotta say, this is one of my favorite. Like, this is the most like guest participation. I fucking love that.
I mean, but Mike
nobody
is like
nobody can take Matt and Just Corey's like position because they made Namaste. Like that was their baby. But like, right, Matt Damon and Just Corey. But
yes. So okay, so we have partners that are in Denver, and so if you guys didn't see last year, and actually going back to your jacked up audio and video you did, we did a conference, CCS 2020, right? And so Ray's like, Sean, I want you to kick it off when we open up this conference, and we had like 600 people watching for the opening everything, right? He's like, Sean, you're going to kick it off. Welcome everybody. Thank you for coming, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, it's 2 minutes prior. We're talking like this. And we
had no show notes, by the way. We have show notes for this shit. That was our inaugural episode. It was completely off the cuff.
Yes. So he goes, you're going to announce everything for the conference. I'm like, okay, cool. You're going to welcome everybody, everything else. I'm like, okay, cool. We're talking just like this. All of a sudden we go live and I have no audio. Like it just shuts off. And I'm like, welcome everybody, blah, blah. And I'm like, and Ray's sitting there looking at me. He's like, we can't hear you. And there's nothing I can do. So I have to go back and refresh. By the time I refresh and come back, he already just did the intro. So I pretended like I didn't know. I'm like, welcome everybody to the conference. Like I knew, but it was so bad. It was
it was rough.
bad.
Yeah, it was not the polished gem that it is today. Like,
Well,
just saying.
Is this polished?
And actually,
polished like a turd.
Yeah, this is the polished turd. So actually, Miles, I'm told that we have a picture of you and Tommy Lee. You're not on a boat, so it's not that picture. But that's actually pretty fucking cool. Like,
we're both
amazing.
We're both shopping. That's what we do. You go to Victoria and you shop, and you have your bag. See, I like that it's the picture's perfectly positioned, so it shows that we're not only friendly, but we're also shopping. That's what I like about this photo.
Okay, so let me ask you. So in the grand scheme of today, 2021, I think it's 2021. Fuck this new norm. Like, I don't even know what fucking year it is. But like in this current day, would you call Tommy Lee an A-list, a B-list, or a C-list, or is there a B-list? Or would you call him an A-list or a D-list priority celebrity? And I don't mean D like the D. I mean like D-list celebrity. Like, what would you refer to him as?
I mean, he's definitely been an A-list at some stage in his life. I mean, nowadays we're so fickle with our world that, like, unless you're one of like 30 or 40 people, you're an A-list. So he'd probably fall under a B or C list. But I mean, the guy's worth probably 60 to 70 million. He's got worldwide fame. I mean, he would be an A-lister under the scope, but I think now we can call him an A-lister because, that's just how we are. Is that kind of a dumb answer? But I don't know.
I really wasn't listening. I was just drinking. So yay.
I agree with you. I think he's a B. I mean, because he's worldwide known. I mean, so he's still a name.
So what would you call a B? What would you call it? Because David Hasselhoff is a B, is a world known. So what would you call another B?
Actually, Hasselhoff is like an A in Germany. Back in Germany,
just in Germany. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, have you listened to his album? That's fucking crazy. So actually, Simon has some stuff with some other D-listers. Simon, you want to introduce what we're talking about?
Yeah, guys. So Sean and Ray have actually met many celebrities. Unfortunately, they haven't been A-list celebrities, but we actually have some pictures to show you guys, and you guys get to rate the level. You get to rate the level of the celebrities.
They're all A's. They're all A's. Look how it's silence. They're like, who are these people?
Okay, so I want to call this out. I want to call this out because look at the size of my head, right? And then look at Sean. Okay, Sean looks like he's that Jeff Bezos picture with a fucking cigar. He looks like he just saved, he saved his buddy that's 2 weeks from retirement. I get it's a different movie. I don't care. Right. And then fucking my head looks like I'm at the Macy's Day Parade.
I don't know, dude. That hat's just on your head. Look at that gold chain you're wearing. You're like Run DMC.
Well, because sometimes you got to stop, collaborate, and listen. Ice is back with a brand new adventure. Something grabs a hold of you tightly, flows like a harpoon daily and nightly.
Well, no.
Yes. Go, take it.
That's put out the lights and I glow to the extreme. I rock a mic with a candle. Light up the stage and walks a jump like a candle. That was my
Tom wanted to know if Rob asked the bar $20 when you were done with the pick.
But I think we're missing Vanilla's most impressive performance. It's not Stop That Train, I Want to Get Off. It's not Ice Ice Baby. It's Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go. Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go.
Yeah, but you're in Miami. It's like your shit. Like, that's like.
Yeah, no. Rip Van Winkle's our shit. Absolutely. Namaste, my friends. Absolutely, yeah.
So I actually saw. I had very low expectations. I saw Rob Schneider do stand up at a local comedy club in DC, and I just was not expecting much based on kind of like his SNL days. And I have to say he was actually quite funny in his stand up. So.
He's a funny guy. Like, you don't expect, like, he's not my cup of tea personally, like comedy wise, like in his movies, but on his stand up, he's funny as shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was actually like very surprised. It was very different from what I was expecting.
And can we give a shout out to our boy Aroldo from Brazil? Word to your mother. I'm just saying. Yeah. And it's his TMT movie. Yeah. TMNT wrote Keith. Spelling at his age, we get it.
That was actually one of my first CDs, Vanilla Ice.
And
That
I
was one of
think-
my
Believe it
favorites.
or not, it was mine too. So I had the cassette tape. I had Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer, both of those cassette tapes.
I
actually
think Tom-
remember-
By the
Oh,
way,
go ahead,
Tom
John.
Wine's from Michigan, I think. Tom, are you from Michigan? Because my guys, the Michigan episode where all 7 of you were on the show.
Tom, are you related to Dan and Dan?
He's our other brother.
He's another brother, and word to your mother, namaste. I'm just saying.
I actually remember staying up to listen on the radio to try to. You remember when you would record to like a blank tape, like Ice Ice
Yeah.
Baby? I mean that for like that was like peak. Like my era.
You,
And, like,
you do see
that
my
song
DJ
was so-
equipment behind me, right?
Right,
Like,
I know, but like,
my-
that song
that's
was
my
such
shit.
a big deal at the time,
Well, I didn't know A1A until I went to Miami like 5 or 6
Neither.
years ago. I didn't know that was a real place, and I was driving with one of my
Oh, yeah.
buddies. A1A, Beachfront Avenue, and I'm like, this is a real thing. What?
Yes.
Yeah,
A1A
it's weird.
is the boulevard that runs across like alongside the beach, parallel to the beach.
I took
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
the real
Did you
thing.
take photos because you were in Miami taking photos, or you took photos because you're like, that's fucking Vanilla Ice? Click.
I've actually seen him in concert twice.
Oh, that's
Speaking of
That's one more
speaking
time.
of photos, Simon has a photo that he wants to share.
Oh wow, you went deep cuts. Oh no, that's not.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Look at that.
That is fantastic.
That's before cell phones. That was with a regular old camera.
Is that Gene? Or is that
That is
the other?
Gene Simmons, man. You know what he was?
That is Gene Simmons,
I'll
the
tell you.
man,
I'll tell you
dude.
the story. We're backstage. We're hanging out with them.
Wait,
Met
that's
all the
you?
guys. This
Oh,
is in
well,
'99. That's me with hair and a not.
Wait, hold on. He went from looking like Mike Ehrmantraut to fucking Dustin Diamond. Does he not look like a more like a few extra pounds on Dustin Diamond? But does not he not look like that? Yes, he does. I'm just saying, Mr. Belding would pull him in his office in a heartbeat. Bro.
Check this out. Here's the story. Everybody's on stage, right? And my buddy's taking a picture of me with him, and he can't make the camera work. And Gene goes, "I have to go," and that's when he snapped the picture.
He looks like he's.
God.
Is
That's
that why he's
awesome.
making that face like he has to take a dump?
Yeah, he's going because the
That
rest
is
of the
fucking
band's on the stage. They like I literally made the band go on.
Well, because he's got to take off the cod piece, and then he's got to take off the tights. Like, I got to imagine that's like a. Could you imagine being like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and having to take off all that shit to take a deuce? Like, that's got to be a lot of work. I'm just saying
Tough.
that.
Well, you're in a
Just so you know, that's why I didn't go into acting. I'm just. Holy crap! Hold on, we have a celebrity here. I want to, and by celebrity I don't mean Tony. Tony, I love you. I hope you feel better. But we have Tom Lawrence from Lawrence Systems saying, "Tom Wyatt, so your posse's on Broadway." Listen, at the Tech Bar, everybody's famous. I'm just saying, or infamous. I always confuse the two. I'm not really fucking sure. I don't fucking know.
Although,
And then we have Dan saying, recording from the radio to blank tape. That's old school Napster. Do not judge my LimeWire, sir. Absolutely. I was friends with Tom, and I did record my blank tapes, and I made sure to be. Please be kind. Rewind. Absolutely. Namaste.
remember how scared everybody got about LimeWire when you're like, they're breaking down, they're going to come find you, and you're all going to get arrested? Like,
Well, they
everybody got
sued that
scared.
mom, right? They
Dude,
sued
there
that
was
mom
a
for
few
like
people.
500
There was,
grand.
there was a couple people, like individual people, who got they just made examples out of like a few just normal people.
Yeah, I was so scared.
Tom,
for like,
I didn't realize this. Tom, are you from fucking Michigan?
Look at this. See, look
What
at
is with the Michigan show,
Tom
dude?
from-
We have
Tom
boosted
State's
your
from
audience
Michigan.
tonight.
There's like two names
all
from people
7
in Michigan. now.
people are on the show watching this. All 7 of them. And they're
There's
all-
4 people that live in Michigan, and all of them are on the show. Like,
Right, and they're all and they're all claim to fame as born and raised in South Detroit. That's what they're singing right now. Like that's what they do. That's the only thing they have.
and what you're saying, these are unprecedented times. That's what you're
Yes.
saying. Yeah, he's saying just outside Detroit, and Dan and the other Dan, Michigan baby.
I feel like we got
That's fucking.
following.
No, Jason,
You're
you're,
not-
in
no, you're in
Ohio.
Ohio,
You do not get to
Jason.
stay close to Michigan. Absolutely not.
That's because Jason
Like-
lives in Podunk, Ohio. He's like anywhere's better than where I am. I'm close to Michigan. I'm close to Canada. I'm close to Mexico. I'm close to everything. Good job.
Are you, Jason? Are you saying he was just a small town boy living?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Born and raised in South Detroit. That's they sing. They get all excited. That was when the Detroit Red Wings were good. It's been a long time. That's when they had a real hockey team. They were singing that shit, throwing a squid on the ice for some weird reason.
That's fucking amazing. Absolutely.
That's not amazing. I don't know
awesome.
if you've never been to Detroit. It was like Sarajevo. It's not amazing.
So here's the thing: we have our guests with other celebrities here, and to all those that haven't joined before, we appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Absolutely. I do not know what Miles is excited about, but I imagine it's something.
Miles likes all the rips on people. Miles
Someone's washing a window outside.
And he apologized to them, and they apologized back.
Miles brought a cantina. He's going to go out to the outback of Saskatchewan.
Sean referenced Detroit, comparing it to Sarajevo, and I bought this in Sarajevo. And I was like, it's random.
So Miles does not disappoint. It was brought to me.
Thanks, Miles.
Miles is just, he dropped the mic and he walked away. So Simon brought it up to me. He goes, Miles is going to join, and Miles has a story for absolutely anything you can bring up. He is the most interesting Canadian in the world. Like, that's how it was presented to me. I mean, he literally went stage left. Like, are you back?
He doesn't. In addition to not knowing how to charge his headset, he doesn't know how to charge his camera either.
Right? Like,
three chargers. They last an hour.
He doesn't understand that you have to. There's a plug that can go in and keep the camera charged. He doesn't understand that. It's the weirdest thing.
Oh, Canadian. He's from Canada. He needs to have. He creates a reason to apologize.
Okay, so we have some pictures. Okay, we have some pictures with other celebrities. It's not everybody has Hep C. There's other celebrities. Simon, who do we have next?
Phil Shiner. Whoever the fuck that is.
I brought him up because Simon's literally saying in the chat, he goes, "I'm too young. I don't know who this is."
Is that because they're both bald?
It's So it's Phil Chenier is his name. So Simon, you like secretly went into my Facebook. It looks like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good job,
he was an NBA player for 10 years. He played on the Washington Bullets for several of those years, and he's an announcer for our hometown team. So I was.
Yeah, your beard looks better now, by the way. Just want to.
Thanks.
Like you've done better. You've done good, son.
There.
I like Tom saying Toledo's not too far away, but it's no Detroit. I mean, I can honestly say, with the exception of wanting to visit Tom or wanting to visit Jason and friends, I have no interest in going to either city. No,
and you shouldn't. Detroit is scary.
No, but when's the last time you were in downtown Detroit?
4 years ago.
So when was RoboCop made? Like, when was?
I would challenge you because downtown Detroit, the sports district that they created, that they call it the new 313 area, it is phenomenal.
Beachfront Avenue.
I think you've got to really go and check it out. I mean, they got Ford Field, you got the Little Caesars Arena, you got Comerica Park. It is.
I stayed in Greek. Let me explain something to you. Here's the thing about Sean tried to do this exact same thing. He tried to hype up a city that has zero interest.
No.
Sean says, I know you live in Miami. I know you live in the gateway to paradise. I know you live in the land of supermodels and rich people and beautiful beaches and absolute beautiful high rises. But come to Pittsburgh, we have stairs. That's how it was pitched to me.
Said at all. I just said
you did not tell me Pittsburgh has more stairs than anywhere else in the entire United States.
And bridges too. We do a lot of walking.
What the fuck?
I'm just
when you drink, you don't want to walk.
That's not the only reason why. That's not the only reason why. And to be honest, we have more than Detroit. We have like championship teams. Detroit, they had them at one point. They had the Red Wings, and that was the end.
I agree.
The end.
Okay. So Tom, being the consummate entertainer and technician, Tom does it right. He says Detroit's a great food place, lots of automotive history if you're into that thing. You said food, I'm in, dude. I'm going to see you next week. I'm just saying. Like we're good.
They do have a lot of good barbecue. Honestly, I was in Corktown and I was having good barbecue.
Now you're a fan. Like all of a sudden you perked up.
Barbecue only. I didn't think I'm a fan of Detroit. I just like barbecue. I'm a big boy.
And my boy Clay out of Texas gets it. Stairs? What the fuck? Like, I'm just saying.
No, that's not even
okay, hold on.
That's not even how that went, first off.
Nikki's saying that she was impressed with Detroit. I may want to visit Detroit.
Nikki hasn't been there in like 15 years. It doesn't even count.
It doesn't matter. Nikki's a wonderful human being.
In its heyday, yes. Agreed.
Nikki made this for me where it says, fuck your 2 cents. If it ain't going to the bill, yeah. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Really?
And Cobra Kai. I don't fuck with you.
I don't fuck with you. That's what I just
said. Glenn. We don't mention that here.
Yes, thank you, Glenn. There's a lot to see, Florida man. Regardless, you can show up any day of the week and something stupid will happen. Like shit you won't think about.
We need to acknowledge this from Keith. All right, Keith, I love you. You're a brilliant human being. Dr. Keith, you are absolutely mind-bogglingly inspirational. I learn something every time I talk to you. However, as a nation, we have to agree that God hates California. Mudslides, fires, like earthquakes, tsunamis are possible. Yes, they haven't happened, but they're absolutely possible. And Gojira. No, like, there's no reason to go to California.
And not
we have the better Disney World. We have the better Disney. Do we not? There's a Hollywood, Florida. There's no reason to go to California. I've been there. I've been to Palm Springs. Miami's better. Move on with life. All right.
And let's not forget to mention they have an app, like if you get on Waze to find directions, where you can actually find people's shit in San Francisco. Like there's like a ship patrol, and they have an app.
Correcting you. She says it's been 5.5 years, not 15 years. So it's yes, Florida may be the place where people get their face eaten from bath salts, but we have other wonderful things. I'm just saying we have other.
So it's like an all-you-can-eat buffet in Florida. I got it. Okay, good. Anyway, let's talk about Michigan or Canada, which I feel like Michigan and Canada are very similar. There's 4 states in the entire country of Canada.
When I picture, they're like, they're about the same, right?
Was that a heart? Was that a heart?
Yes, Michigan, Canada. How is that not obvious?
The sad part is Matt's like, that is the dumbest shit I ever saw in my life. You making a heart of that. That makes no reference.
No. My favorite is everything we say, Mike looks at us and I feel like I'm being judged. Like I disappointed my dad.
Mike looks disappointed the entire time. He's just like, it's okay. You're slow.
I'm this close from being sent to my room. Jesus Christ. All right.
You tried your best, son.
Simon, you have one job, sir. It's not. Simon didn't even wait. He's like, click. It's there. Like, Simon, what are we looking at, dude?
Matt, you want to go ahead and explain how tall this guy is?
I love you said what we're looking at. That's the great question. What are you looking at?
That's Mr. Jorge Mirasan, George Mirasan, the 7'7" Romanian. He was in the movie My Giant with Billy Crystal as well. He was on the Washington Wizards and Bullets. So I met him at an event, and it's just mind-boggling how you have no idea how big this guy's hands are. It's insane.
Let me point out that I look like that compared to a normal person.
Yeah, and I should say I'm like right around 6 feet tall. Like,
damn!
Wow!
Holy shit! So what's he, like 8 feet tall? Jesus!
7 foot.
You know what he looks like? He looks like Boban Marjanovic from John Wick 3, the guy that fights John Wick in the library.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm the only one that watches quality cinema. Okay, anyway. But, like, tall motherfucker. I'm just saying. Where did Sean go?
That's amazing. He looks like he's twice the size of you, Matt.
I mean, he's almost 2 feet taller than me.
Did you feel uncomfortable that he could pee into your mouth? Like,
I gotta be honest, that's not a thought that came into my it didn't really occur to me at that moment.
I'll be honest, like I don't know about you guys, but my mind goes to like worst case scenario, and that's one of those things that I'd be like terrified of. Like I would have angled myself, like just to not be in stream. Like I don't know. What are you opening, Jack? What is it? Shackleton.
Okay, so there's a story here, as you may have guessed.
Oh, Jesus.
Story time with Sir Miles. I like it. Let's go.
So Ernest Shackleton was one of the greatest polar explorers of the time. And Dan recently had one of the newest explorers on his – was it your podcast, Dan?
Yep.
And Basically,
Good plug. Wait, good plug, Dan. Yeah, that's all he says.
Wait,
Yep.
Dan has a podcast.
He freaking set you up, and all you say is yeah.
Everybody in here is like used to the public light of like advertising shit, and Dan like that's a fucking alley oop, and Dan's like,
yeah.
Every week, check out the Connecting IT podcast. Thanks.
Put it in the chat.
Dan was like the emo kid in the backseat of his minivan. Yeah, whatever. It's cool.
So if Dan won't say it, I'll go ahead and plug his shit. Okay, it's the Connecting IT podcast with Dan Tomaszewski. We don't fucking know at this point. It doesn't really matter. Just
Michigan.
listen. So Michigan, go Michigan. May or may not be related to everything MSP Dan Tomaszewski. So, Dan, you want to plug this while you're here? Because we totally missed that point in the very beginning where we're supposed to let people plug themselves. Wait, that sounded bad. But Dan, go ahead and do your thing, bro. Like, talk about what this is.
Oh, this is cool. So, I mean, obviously, I come from being an MSP. I serve MSPs all day long. And so our podcast, it's 100% channel. We're always talking about things that are going on and just trying to help MSPs, hear from different people, what their different perspectives. We just had Ben Saunders, the Polar Explorer on. We've had some debates on there recently about e-commerce and that on their website. So it's always trying to keep our pulse on what's going on, but it's a fun podcast. Always looking for new guests. Love to have you guys on and talk. It's just a really good time and something that we're hoping bringing value to all our members in the channel.
Who's in the chat?
Not a clue.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know, but that's freaking awesome. I will add it to my, and let's do the podcast available everywhere your fine podcasts are served on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcast, and Stitcher.
Yeah,
I listen to
Wait, hold on.
podcasts.
By the way, Ray and I will be on that podcast very soon. Thanks, Dan. Looking forward to it. Great. Anyway,
we'll be talking about shit you shouldn't talk about.
And shout out to Brian for bringing in the Yiddish words for the night. Schleppers.
Yeah, well, I want to call out, like, Tom Lawrence is saying, wow, that dude is huge. I don't know if he's talking about the previous picture or about Tommy Lee with the Pam video. He's talking about something. He's talking about something. But, can we get an unprecedented for Tommy Lee? Can we, like, a baby's arm holding a fucking apple? I'm just saying.
He was the originator of boats and hose.
Here, I got one for you.
Check it out. Oh, look at that. Dude, look at it with that's freaking awesome. The freaking tie-in. That is amazing.
Yeah, take that, Miles.
And speaking of, like, memorabilia, I see something in the background for Mr. Matt Solomon that, like, should be, I don't know, like, it should be given to the people that go to MVP Growth Fest.
Yeah, I know. It was supposed to have gone.
It was, funny story. It was supposed to. Go ahead, Dan. What were you going to say?
This is the thing. So Matt's like, he's like showing me all the pictures. He's like, dude, we got Gretzky. Look at all this memorabilia we're buying. He goes, I bought this really cool desk Stanley Cup. And the next thing you know, the next day he's like, dude, it's not a desk Stanley Cup. This thing's like almost a real Stanley Cup. I'm keeping this.
Yeah.
How tall is that thing, dude?
It's 2 feet big. So
should we force it to give it away?
No, that's not gonna happen because I paid for it out of my own pocket.
Giving it away live on the Tech Bar. That's fucking awesome.
No, but we are giving away a signed Oilers jersey, a signed Rangers jersey, some signed Rangers puck, some signed Oilers puck, and a photo of Wayne Gretzky with several of the teams he's on signed. So we are giving plenty away. But yeah, I did after the fact decide to just pay for that one out of my pocket.
So Jason brings up an excellent point. Have you been tempted to drink from it?
So yes, because Miles and I have been planning. We've been doing some storyboarding on a video that we want to put out, and so that's part of the video, I think. So there probably will be.
I love that.
He's going to devalue it as soon as he does.
No, because it has nothing to do with where the signature is.
So this is all about hockey, right? Like, because I'm a big hockey fan because I live like a few miles away from. I live close to everything.
When you say hockey, do you mean the Mighty Ducks?
No, the Pittsburgh
coming back. By the way, coming back.
I saw, right? Which is weird.
I'm all down for that, dude.
Sean probably hates the Mighty Ducks.
Emilio Estevez.
You know,
The Mighty Ducks Breakfast Club. I'm absolutely in. I'm just saying.
I've got a Mighty Duck story if anyone wants to hear one.
Fuck yeah, let's hear it, Miles.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's preface this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is story time with Sir Miles Walker. Eh?
Can I get a little bit of a drum roll, maybe? Just to start?
Yeah, we're capable of doing those things. One moment, please. Please continue to hold while we bring up the special effects while I Google YouTube drum roll.
1994. What a great year that was. We all remember it fondly, of course. Mighty Ducks 3. Who was in that one? I know Matt Solomon will get this.
who was in my? I don't know. Keenan Thompson, Wayne Gretzky.
None of us.
Emilio Estevez and
Well, obviously.
Vancouver's Joshua Jackson.
Oh, Pacey.
Yeah.
Pacey.
Wow, well played. Dawson Creek reference. Cool.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sean's mind's just being blown right now.
I thought he was a country singer. He had almost two first names kind of signed in. I was like, Joe Jacobs, country singer.
So one of my good friends in high school, she was the female lead in Mighty Ducks 3. And so we were 14, we were grade 9, we went to the premiere with her. She didn't tell us she has a makeout scene with Joshua Jackson. And let's just say 14-year-olds, we went pretty crazy when she started making out with Joshua Jackson. I don't know why I'm saying I went crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, hold on. He was in Dawson's Creek. He was in fucking Fringe. Like, the dude is like, that dude's amazing. I love Joshua Jackson.
And The Affair on Showtime. I don't know why.
Like,
wow.
It's like, watch The Affair on Showtime every Tuesday at 7 p.m. 93 on your cable station.
So we actually, speaking of hockey, though, like I want to point out the fact that we've been involved in hockey. When Ray and I won the Stanley Cup, it was an exciting time.
That was the time we got a triple double and other sports ball references in hockey. I don't know what happens in hockey. I imagine you say you get in a fight and then you lose a tooth. Like, is that basically go Florida Panthers?
I mean, no, hockey is like a real sport. Like,
no, I love hockey. I love for the fact that they fight. I absolutely. There's football, there's hockey, and there's get the fuck out. Like that. Those are my sports.
Okay, so we just had a big argument internally about the NCAA March Madness tournament, right? I love March Madness.
You mean Little League? Is that what you're talking about? Little League?
It's not Little League, first off.
It is Little
way
League.
better than the NBA.
Is it professional?
It's way better than the NBA.
Is it professional?
Well, the NCAA makes a lot of money, so yeah, kind of
it's Little League. That's what I'm saying. And actually, we have here, for the record, Sean's head is bigger in that picture. I'll accept it. We don't need to measure. I'll accept it.
That's what all the ladies say.
Unprecedented. And somewhere Nikki's like, yeah, no.
I know. She's like, no, it's not. Damn. All this drinking is really good for me. I'm getting road ready.
What was that?
What was that?
That was like Sunday. Here we have the rock and roller coaster. Like
playing his shit with Paul McCartney. He's like, hey, that's what we do. Him, Paul McCartney, Elton John are getting together, and they're like doing their Sir shit.
Yeah, he's like, funny you mentioned John. He's right. He just slept over my house last night.
He's like, listen, Mike.
This is it. This is what I'm talking about. He's got a reference for everything.
Miles is the guy that made the joke about my cousin's friend's roommate's dog's son. That's Miles. That's where that came from. He is that guy. That's where it originated from. He's like, yes.
Is Ray talking?
Yeah, well, he's talking. He's not talking.
I talk on mute. I appreciate you acknowledging me, so thank you. But Miles is the most interesting Canadian in the entire world. I'm just saying. Like,
I'll take it. I did actually bring some Florida stuff. Look, I brought a Florida gator just for you guys.
Oh, jeez.
Did anybody else think he was pointing to sunshine for a second? Like,
a gator's head.
That's real.
And guess what,
Listen.
guys? There's a story behind this too.
Right.
I went to Miami Beach and I took it out myself.
Yeah.
He was like, I saved a dude that was on bath salts. I saved him from a gator. I opened his mouth, and you got to run in a zigzag position, and then you got to jump on him. Like, I'm just saying. And for those that don't know, gator tail absolutely tastes like chicken.
It does.
It's fact.
Everything
Absolutely.
does.
I'd say better than chicken.
So we have a game. Simon, get us back on track. Besides the fact that we're 21 minutes past our deadline, what are we doing next, Simon?
All right, guys. So we have our final game of the night. Seeing as Miles is very familiar with Florida, Sean is from Pittsburgh, and Matt is from DC, we're gonna switch up the game a little bit. Usually we do Florida or not Florida. Today we're gonna be doing Florida, Pittsburgh, or DC. The game is very easy. I'm gonna show some headlines, and you guys are gonna have to decide whether it happened in Florida, Pittsburgh, or DC. If you
I
get it
just
wrong,
want
you
to point
say-
out men
don't-
disguised in bull costumes.
So, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I serve as the moderator and announcer. You serve as the contestant. So I'm gonna propose this question,
Sorry.
and you guys are gonna answer. And for this one, we will go each one to see like what you guys. And I'm not gonna write it down because I don't do that. I'm drinking. So Florida, Pittsburgh, or DC. Men disguised in bull costumes try to burn ex-boyfriend's home with spaghetti sauce. How would you burn? Anyway, Sean, what
Oh my God, that's
I
difficult.
swear to fucking God, if you say it was down the street, I will freaking take you off this video.
No,
Everything Sean says is down the street. Every fucking thing.
everything's down the street. I'm sorry, but we have Little Italy not too far from my house. I'm just saying.
And Tom, brilliant guy that he is, agrees that gators equal chicken. Absolutely, they're the chicken of the swamp.
And they'll agree with whatever. They're born and raised in South Detroit. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with DC because that sounds not as fucked up as Florida, but still fucked up.
All right, Matt, what do you got here, man? Do you think Florida, Pittsburgh, or DC?
I'm gonna go Florida on this one.
All right, so we got one DC, one Florida. Mike, stop judging me. I'm sorry I disappointed you. I apologize. What do you think, man? Florida, Pittsburgh, or DC? He's still judging me. What the fuck?
I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh just to be different.
I accept that. Just because I'm looking for your approval now. Sir Miles.
Well,
Sir Miles, what are we? Florida,
I like
Pittsburgh, or
that.
DC,
I like
sir?
Well, in the words of the next governor of Florida, Pitbull, Mr. 305, that's Florida for sure.
Fuck yeah, the 305, yo. Absolutely. I love Sir Miles taking it from the north to Florida's Wang, 305
He
Miami.
lives in Canada. He's gonna apologize later for his wrong answer.
Listen,
Or
he's
right
not
answer.
Sorry, Pittsburgh and DC.
sorry. He's the first Canadian I haven't heard sorry. So, all right, Dan Tomaszewski, Florida, Pittsburgh, or DC, man.
Going Pittsburgh.
So, and we have the audience here. We have Brian saying Florida. We have Tom saying this has to be Florida. We have Glenn in Florida saying it has to be Florida. And we have Clay saying he would Google it, but he doesn't want the FBI tracking that search. That's about as accurate as fuck as you can get. So, Simon, what is it, man? Why are you doing hand gestures?
Oh.
Florida. Of course it's fucking Florida. Absolutely. One disguised in bull costume allegedly tried to burn down ex-boyfriend's home with spaghetti sauce.
Okay,
And can we acknowledge?
What is this, like spaghetti
Ray,
sauce?
can I ask a question here? These
The
guys are
dude on the
together.
left, if you've watched the movie Beetlejuice, the dude on the left looks like the guy with the tiny head and the giant body. And the dude on the right has the widest jaw I've ever seen in my entire life. That's a fucking wide mouth bass if I've ever seen one on a human. I'm just saying. Simon, what do we got next, man? All right. Cop diffuses teen fight with Nene dance.
Oh my god.
So, all right, we'll start with Matt. Matt, first of all, I need to know, can you Nene? Can you whip? Nene?
I might be able to whip. I don't know if I can nene.
Oh,
But I'm going to go DC on this one.
The way Sean's it sounds like it might be close to him.
Sean's going to start.
It's DC. I remember watching this.
Hey! It's not your turn, sir. It's
Sorry. It's not DC. It's not Florida. It's not Pittsburgh. I don't know which one it is.
We can save a lot of time now on this one.
Yeah, right? Oh, okay. Mike, and I'm sorry for the way you're looking at me. Mike, which one is it? Florida or Pittsburgh or DC? Fuck. I'm going to go do my homework. I feel I'm in trouble. I don't know.
I know, right?
It's
DC.
DC.
You just pointed
All
down
right,
a little.
it's DC. All right. Sir Miles, what do you got for us, man?
Okay, well, this is the tough one because when I see this, I obviously think Florida, but then I think I don't know if it is, but
Oh my God! It's Sir Miles doing the whipping nay nay.
I'm going with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. Still down.
I don't know if I can have freaking Miles show me up on my own freaking podcast.
totally
That is. Do you see that? That is absolute bullshit.
job, Miles.
Not
Good
only
job.
does he have more interesting stories than anybody on the fucking panel, but he's also outdoing me with the audio. That is some absolute bullshit. Do not entertain him, Tom. Do not encourage him. This is some bullshit. I'm just saying. All right, Dan, bring us back, man. What is this? Are you gonna play any audio? Or are you gonna like one up me too? What do you got, man?
Come on, Dan. You got a whole audio thing.
No, this is definitely DC. This is definitely DC. It's got DC written all over it.
And Jason brings up, if this is the last copyright strike, it's not worth it.
I agree. Like we've been copywritten so many times on this.
We have to be the first podcast in history to get copyrighted for muted video. That is some bullshit. I'm just saying.
It is.
All right.
But yes. Okay.
All
So do I guess
Simon, with me not remembering any of the fucking answers and saying namaste, what's the answer?
Oh,
DC. All right.
I told you all. I saw the video.
So can you dance? Can you do the nene, Sean?
Well, apparently Sir Miles can, so he should probably do it.
Okay. Yeah, hey, Miles, you called this shit out, man.
Yeah.
well, this
Sir
song
Miles, you danced.
came in Canada 2 weeks ago, and I'm loving it right now. So yeah,
It came out 2 weeks ago.
the song just made it to Canada.
That's good. That's because the polar bears brought it back up to him. They're all excited about that shit.
Okay, does anybody else want to see the video of fucking polar bears doing like nene? Like,
No, I want to see.
I would
Sir
watch
Miles
that shit
do
on
it.
TikTok.
All right, we have another one going. Let's go. We got to keep rolling here. We're doing well.
All right, let's do the last one. Simon, what do we got here? So, Florida, Pittsburgh, or DC? Man with no arms charged with stabbing Chicago tourist. I'm gonna go with Florida anyway.
Amen.
We will start with Sir Miles. What do you got first, man? Tom says, "I love the internet."
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Florida. I mean, you know what? They always bring the heat, so let's do Florida.
Fuck yeah, we do. All right, and thank you for not playing any audio or taking over the podcast or like otherwise like showing me up. Freaking jerk! I love you, man. You're all.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. All right, Dan, what do you got, man? Florida, Pittsburgh, or DC?
This is Pittsburgh.
This is Pittsburgh. Sean? We got Nikki saying Florida. If I don't know if it, you want to call a friend, you got Nikki saying Florida man.
I'm gonna go with Nikki.
Florida man. Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to side with your girlfriend. I'm just saying. All right, Matt, what do you got, man?
I agree. I do. Yes.
I think this sounds like Florida.
All right, Mike, bring it home, man. What do you got?
Yeah, that's the most Florida thing we've talked about all night.
Okay, as a Florida man myself, I want to apologize for my entire state for the U.S.'s penis. We're sorry. I'm just saying. All right, Simon, what do we got, man?
Yep.
Bonus points if he's from Miami. Gee, and Glenn called it. Jeez. Florida man with no arms charged with stabbing Chicago tourist. Okay, so yes, Florida man, but can we acknowledge that's some fucking talent? Can we say that's unprecedented talent? I'm just saying.
We can say that.
I wonder, Ray, if this will be the new norm of how people stab people through, holding.
I appreciate the shit out of you, and I want you to know, Matt, and I will be watching your videos and the podcast. By the way, I will be watching to hear if you say the new norm, unprecedented, or namaste. So
next episode,
trifecta.
So all right. So with that, I think it's a good time to wrap it up. Sean, is there anything else you want to say before we let each of our esteemed guests give their final adieu?
I feel like I should say I'm sorry because it's a bad day for Sir Miles. or I'm sorry because Michigan is Michigan. No, thanks guys for coming on. Like seriously, even though Mike kept giving us a disappointed dad look, I feel like I feel like this is the most productive meeting we've ever had. And it's a meeting all of a sudden.
The most productive meeting. Wait, what the fuck? The most productive meeting we've ever had?
Mike, he makes me nervous. No,
he does. It makes me want to clean my room. Like, I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm a 40-year-old man and I feel bad. Okay, Sean, tell him about the email. Big day. I don't know.
Hold on. Yeah.
What is he talking about?
Okay. So don't ever listen to anything Keith says. Keith's a big liar.
And Tom says we got met in the middle of the state. Don't count us out. Like
we're not counting you out ever. And, well, we don't really count you, so we can't count you out if we don't count you. But thanks guys for coming on and being part of this train wreck. You all did so much better than I can ever anticipate. Especially like the fact, I got a bad dad look on a regular basis from my brother from another something. We're not Tomaszewski's like in Michigan.
Wait, what? But hold on. That is Dan's. That is uniquely Dan's. I feel like other Dan, not brother. Mm-hmm. We need to Maury Povich that shit. But like, actually, I may have. Yeah, I can do that. So that may or may not be the Dan. He may or may not be your brother. We're not sure yet. But pretty fucking awesome. I lost my train of thought. I'll be honest.
No shit. Go figure. Anyway, great having you guys on. I'm glad that everybody got to watch us be stupid as shit. I'm glad that Miles has a story about his sister's cousins, brothers, nephews, dog, once removed.
Dating Tommy Lee. Yeah.
Yeah. Story for every damn thing we can think of. And that Matt is obviously making money off Just for Men, which is impressive because thank you. You're good for you for getting sponsors. You're like a NASCAR
Can we
driver.
acknowledge that? Like he has. I looked at MVP Growth Fest, and it's not sponsored by Just for Men. So I don't know what the tie-in is.
No, only Matt is sponsored by that.
Beautiful, perfect. Like I got this fucking racetrack here, like of gray going down. Like Matt's perfect, like black in the middle. He's like,
it don't last, yo. This used to be all black. I'm telling you, man.
Only Matt is
all right. So
only Matt is sponsored. He's wearing that. He probably on his shirt, probably
right.
belly button region. He probably has the Just for Men logo. He's supposed to wear.
Right. So why don't we give?
There goes Mike with his disappointed dad look. Look, see, disappointed in all of us. See, there it is.
All right. So why don't we say goodbye to our guest, Sean? Mike, anything you want to say to our audience before we let you go?
Just that this was the most bizarre podcast that I've ever been on. This was great. My glass is empty. My bottle is.
And we've accomplished our jobs.
But, yeah. Thanks for having me, guys. This was a lot of fun.
Isn't it cute that our dad thought this was a podcast?
Yeah, right. Well, it is. So here's the thing: you don't plan for the job you have; you plan for the job you want. So like. At some point, we're going to put this out as a podcast. I haven't gotten a chance to do it yet. So we keep calling it a podcast so it's ready when I finally fucking start doing it. So not Everything MSP, Dan, even though you're in Everything MSP and also in Detroit and also grew up across the street from Dan. Dan Tomaszewski, what do you got for us, bro?
Just thanks, guys. It was really nice to be on with you. It was a great conversation. I got to hurry because I think Miles' laptop battery is going to die in about another minute. But his camera got about 4 minutes, and you're going to have to speed up after me. But no, it was great being on. I encourage you guys. I'd love to have you on the podcast and just talk more about the space. You guys are a good group of guys. And Sean, I was supposed to say hi to you from one of my employees, Katie Wallace. She said you guys were the intro into the space, and she saw I was coming on, and she's like, give him hell. So
I love Katie. Katie is awesome. Ask her about her. So I hired her at one point. Ask her about her letter as to why I should hire her, where she used music lyrics and shit to say why I should hire her.
I will do that.
Smart as hell. She's smart as hell.
She's great.
And to be clear, Dan, when you say you're going to have him on a podcast, is it an actual podcast or is it a video?
Listen, you're not Mike. You can't judge us.
You know what? We are. Actually, I'll bring you guys on. Maybe you could be the inaugural. We're going to actually do the audio version and go live stream. So I'm going to learn from you guys.
That is awesome.
So we're going to
and I need to put this out there. I need, before we bring on Sir Miles, I need to put this out there. The Tech Bar is actively pursuing. We want to be the after show. Thank you, Simon. That was awesome. We want to be the after show at all live and virtual events. So if Kaseya is putting on events, there's a Tech Bar that is entertainment. So I don't know if you know this. So Matt, you did the MVP Growth Fest specifically because you saw what was coming with virtual. You saw what was coming with, you wanted to have something special when we couldn't do in-person events. That's exactly where Tech Bar came from. Tech Bar was, we missed hanging out at the bar after events. We absolutely fucking missed it. Sean and I said, let's do this. And that's where Tech Bar came from. So, if you're going to do any events, you got some people. I'm just saying.
So to ask the obvious question, in a corporate environment, is there a clean version of the Tech Bar?
Oh yeah. So okay, we'll get to that in the upcoming events, absolutely. But there is an HR approved version of this, absolutely. Yeah,
we'll have you at the event. There's going to be some waivers.
Yeah. No, we got you. We know how to toe the corporate line.
We should totally do an MVP Growth Fest after party. Why not?
After party, yeah, I would love that. So, Sir Miles,
chaperone if you want.
Miles, you're at 30 seconds, my friend. Hurry up.
You know how we'll behave? Mike will just be staring at us and judging, like making sure we behave. So, Sir Miles, what do you got, man?
Well, I want to say thank you. I'm the newest person to the tech world on this podcast, and I can't wait to see you guys in person. They said in Canada we're going to get our vaccines by 2026, so it should be pretty soon, which I'm super excited about. As no one said anything about Mike's scary print thing over his right shoulder. I just got to bring that up because I'm actually going to have nightmares tonight about that thing that's creeping through his door right now, which I don't even know what that is, but we're going to
know what that is.
Han Solo and Carbonite. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, Miles.
Do they not have Miles? Miles.
No,
we're going to have a performance review now on Monday.
Hey, Miles, you might want to go yell and have a conversation with the window washer again.
Do you not recognize Star Wars when you see it, Miles? I mean...
Well, Return of the Jedi is premiering in October 2022, so I'm excited. I've already pre-bought my ticket.
It's being delivered by Amazon Moose. Yeah. All right, Matt, bring it back, man. I mean, talk to us. What do you got to say? Please include MVP Growth Fest. MVP Growth Fest is awesome.
I'm having a hard time processing what I just heard because honestly, I just gave Miles the MVP of the quarter for my team, and now all I feel like is taking it back after thinking he was looking at a scary monster versus Han Solo in the background.
Can I bring up Ben Solo, Kylo Ren? Like, come on, dude.
I know what those are.
Oh God.
Those are those fighting sticks that they use in the Star Trek movie. Yeah, no.
Yeah, a real conversation is going to happen tomorrow, and I swear we're going to actually talk about this. And by the way, I'm 100% I mean this seriously. I am now going to, anytime I have the opportunity to introduce Miles in the channel environment, I'm calling him Sir Miles the Ninth because I love it. And it's going to catch on because I'm going to make sure it catches on. Yeah, no, this is way more fun. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was a lot of fun. And yeah, I mean, we're all here kind of in support of, all coming together as a channel to put on MVP Growth Fest. So hopefully if you haven't registered, please go to the opportunity with them to go through this link, because I think you guys are giving out, a chance to ask Wayne Gretzky a question live, which is a pretty cool thing.
On Monday. On Monday, we'll be picking the names. So absolutely register. And I want to say thank you to all of you. We absolutely appreciate you guys being part of this. We know it's a little crazy. It's a little unconventional. It probably wouldn't pass HR approval if you had asked ahead of time. So we appreciate you being brazen enough, bold enough, awesome enough to come on the Tech Bar. We have a couple things coming up in this tiny ass slide that I can barely read. So we have, that didn't make it better. So we have on April 13th, the Ultimate Customer Retention Blueprint for MSPs with ID Agent and OIT. That's with Amelia, right, Sean?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, we're bringing. So we wanted to make sure that we gave the attention to you guys as we should for the amount of great work you've done. So yes, we're gonna bring Amelia on for the partner. Yes, we're gonna bring Amelia on. We're gonna talk about it. The important piece is that we always get everybody involved in the community to expand and help the MSPs. That's all.
Absolutely. And so and with the vendors we work with, sometimes they do a little bit. If you remember at the beginning of the show, if you were conscious at the beginning of the show and you're still conscious now, that means you are a true Tech Bar elite. Like Matt said, he was on for a little bit last episode. Obviously, everybody came on in full force this episode. We're doing a webinar next on April 13th. They come strong, and we absolutely appreciate that kind of participation. April 14th at 2 p.m., Seven Figure MSP hosts a webinar. I think that's with Sean, right? Why you need VoIP in every business. That's you, buddy. As he disappears.
I'm back. I'm back. Yes. Which one's for me? Yeah, sure. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mike is judging you right now. So, and then
he's
April
been judging us
20th,
the whole time.
He was, but then he's going to go with freaking Mike White to freaking, go make meth in an RV. It's all good. Anyway, so April 20th, MVP Growth Fest 2021. Hosted by ID Agent, sponsored by OIT VoIP, and 14 other amazing sponsors. Absolutely go check it out. Besides yours truly on a panel talking about MSP participation and differentiation. We did the pre-call, and it was nothing short of amazing. That should have been, Matt, back me up. That should have been a freaking panel by itself.
I mean, it easily could have been. Like we basically, it was essentially we just ran through a real session.
It was freaking awesome. I kind of wish we recorded it because it was kind of amazing. So it's just going to be even more amazing live on April 20th. And besides $15,000 of giveaways, is that not? Did you check? That's got to be like a record, right, for like any MSP event?
I mean, that's
virtually,
the biggest. Yeah, virtually at least. Yeah, that's the biggest I've heard. Virtually, yeah.
That's especially from like any one host. That's got to be. I don't know. Simon, check it. Okay, you got it. Excellent, awesome. Bye. All right. So April 22nd, we're doing this nonsense again. This time with the Tech Bar with Eric Smith of Geekbox. He was in the chat. He was the very first picture I put on the screen. It is IT Professionals Appreciation Day. And we're going to be appreciating some IT professionals all up in this shit.
I appreciate the shit out of IT professionals. How about that?
Abso-fucking-lutely. And then April 29th, Partner First, Fueling Profit Through Cybersecurity with ID Agent. Okay, this is not the ID Agent podcast, but we appreciate that you're doing so much with us. That is freaking awesome. Thank you, Matt.
It's just kind of worked out. Like there's been a lot of synergies and conversations, and it all came together, and it just all happened to come together in April. So
that's awesome. And it's all our adoring family, loving people. You know, we have our family in the chat. I'm getting it. You know, you guys don't realize because you don't see it. You know, you see the chat from Facebook and YouTube, but I also have here on MSPRS, on MSP 2.0, on MSP Geek, on IT Pool Party. I have a ridiculous number of people messaging me while we're doing this event besides the chat. It is freaking awesome. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for participating. To our awesome guests, thanks for being part of this. Sean, anything you want to say before we go?
No, I already said something. I'm going to end this broadcast because people are probably like, I'm trying to go to bed, and we're just going to keep drinking and talking shit. So thank you all. I'm going to sign this shit off for everybody. Peace out, Girl Scouts.